Games begin.
I will return us to the town where we left off. Let me just turn that down a little. There we go.
Some sexy beats.
I'm going to touch more. Okay, so I believe we ended the last one after Henreck and Baltair got the shit kicked out of themselves. So I'm guessing everybody wakes up in the morning, like the day after, and decides to figure out what's happening next. So, yeah, you all wake up in your inn that you were sleeping at, I guess. Take it away with whatever you want to say and chat about and do.
I would like to sneak out fairly early before everyone wakes up.
Cool, that's fine. Riv sneaks out early before anybody else gets up. That's not a problem. Except Fuego, who will already have been awake. Was Fuego paying attention?
Fuego was paying attention.
Okay, so if Fuego was sort of alert and awake, because Fuego doesn't sleep, does he? Meditates for 4 hours rather than needing to go to bed.
Hippie.
So if Riv could just do me an advantaged stealth check, please.
Stealth check.
Just to see if you slip out without Fuego seeing you.
That's a 23 and a 22.
I'm going to guess that Fuego's passive perception isn't higher than a 22 or a 23. So,
Not quite.
Fuego is busy flirting with someone at the bar, and Riv manages to sneak out unseen.
Cool.
Is that regarding the thing that was discussed between myself and yourself?
Yes, it is.
Okie dokie, we will come back to that at another point. Yeah.
Cool. So I can be sneaking back if necessary.
Oh yeah, you're out, and I assume back before anybody wakes up and notices you're gone, because they'll start tearing the town apart looking for you if they wake up and you're missing.
Oopsie.
Been here before.
Exactly.
Henreck's going to stumble downstairs from his room, just holding his jaw. Fuck me. Oh, no.
Do me a Constitution saving throw, and I'd like one from Baltair as well.
16 plus. I'm pretty sure my Constitution is actually really good. Saving throw, yeah?
Yeah.
21.
Cool.
13.
Cool. Baltair is quite hungover and very, very sore from his ass kicking. Henreck's not too bad. Couple of bruises, but otherwise he's felt worse in the morning.
Yeah.
Trick.
What a way to start the day. Oh, morning, Riv.
Hi, how you doing?
Can't complain. Wee bit sore, but we move on. Where's everyone?
What did you get up to? What happened?
Oh, I found this fantastic little place on the other side of town. Depending on how the rest of the journey goes, we might head back there.
What do they do, like good food or something?
Yeah.
Fight pit is all you hear as I'm coming down the stairs.
Oh.
They serve up some tasty knuckle sandwiches.
Henreck starts giggling to himself when he sees Baltair.
Aye, so you were there as well, Baltair?
Oh, yes, he was.
Yeah. Yes.
Henreck just doing a bit of a flex.
Dear lad, I'll buy you some breakfast.
One of those high school things where you stamp and put your fist towards him and see if he flinches.
Altair just looks at him and goes, "Really? It's early in the morning."
I know, I'm alright. I'm pretty thirsty.
Did you two like fight each other or something?
I mean,
Well, I won't say we didn't fight each other.
Oh,
What's the
man.
first rule of Fight Club, guys?
Tell everyone about Fight Club.
good point. I walked into a wall.
Oh.
You just see three big blokes that you recognise from last night stood by the bar going, "Fucking don't do it."
I just nodded to him.
But you guys are okay. Like,
Oh yeah, I'm fine. I'm cracking.
you're not going to stop fighting each other. This was
No, it's
still
respectful.
friends? Still friends?
Bygones be bygones, and I put my hand out.
Yay, friends! Food. Where's food?
Okay.
Speaking of food, where is Hillman?
Hellman is still in his room at this minute in time.
I'm surprised he's not been down here for breakfast yet.
I was going to say, do I know the time?
Morning.
So wake time.
I slept in a little.
Should we go and see?
Yeah. It's later than you'd expect Hellman to still be in bed.
Go on then, I'm going to go and knock. Make sure he's all right.
I'm going to go to the bar and ask for a map, if they have one.
You already have a map, no?
Let's see, we already have, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah, okay, cool. Right, I pull out the map.
Helmet made sure we had one.
I put it on the table.
Also, he was given one by a big magic dragon in the last session with a big circle on it.
Yeah, that's
too subtle.
I'm starting to look at that. I'm starting to look at the circle.
And a giant arrow that says here.
Another arrow saying you need to go here.
I mean, you can choose not to. I've not prepped anything for other than that. But let's just assume.
Let's wait.
So, hearing them knock on the door, hail me, and I'll just shout, come in.
So I'm going to stick my head round the door and go, food time. You coming downstairs?
Yes, I'll be down in a moment. I'm just sorting my things.
Cool, because I just want to make sure Henreck leaves you some stuff, because they were up to some stuff last night. So I wouldn't be too much longer.
No, well, I wouldn't say I've fully got my appetite back anyway, so tell him to fill his boots.
No, I won't, because he probably will fill his boots, and then he'll
He
just
will
be
fill
walking
his
on
boots, won't
sausages
he?
or something. So
Yeah.
okay, well I'm going
Maybe
to.
don't tell him that then, but
I'll save you a seat. So I'm going to dash.
I'll be down soon. Yes, thank you.
Cool. So I'll dash off back downstairs again, just to make sure that Henreck and Baltair haven't eaten everything.
Anything you're wanting Hailwind to be doing in private, Scott, just drop me a message and we can resolve it in private.
Oh yeah, will do. Yes.
Just in case there was a specific reason you wanted to be lingering by himself in his room, but because obviously there's no whisper chat through Facebook Messenger, if there's something specific you're wanting him to be doing, and not masturbating, whoever's giggling in the background.
Of all the people you could accuse of that, it's the most innocent one of the lot of you.
Yeah,
Ah.
that's why he's so innocent. He keeps himself relieved.
Speaking of, is Fuego around?
Yeah, that was the next question.
Fuego's just at the bar, looking at a piece of paper that seems to have a phone number scribbled on it, debating whether or not it's real.
A phone number?
Phone number?
We don't have phone number.
Coordinates for a sending spell.
A phone number.
All of us at the same reaction.
It's a room number on a room number on a bit of paper.
It's the Nokia 1. What you on about?
The first brick.
It's literally a brick.
It's literally a brick that somebody scratched coordinates into.
I love that.
Indestructible break. I'm not sure what to be indestructible.
It does not count as an improvised weapon.
God damn it. That's my character sheet, Nokia brick.
1d12.
I'm going to turn to Baltair and I'm going to ask, did you don't happen to remember anything I said last night, do you?
Do you know what? I remember absolutely nothing, and Alistair remembers nothing as well.
That's fine.
All right. Neither do I.
Oh! You got emotional. Oh, yeah, you got emotional on me last night.
Flashbacks. Drunken the day after the night before flashback.
Riv just I appear in between the two of them, just like, do tell.
It's just a chat between two lads when they're too deep in their cups.
Emotional was not the word. I was expressing how I felt.
A familiar voice chimes in and goes, they were too deep in something.
Toby!
Oh, there he is.
Toby!
I throw us
And Toby rematerializes, looking a little bit more scarred than the last time you saw him.
Riv,
Hell, not treating you well.
I hand him a little scarf in preparation. There you go.
I thought it was time Toby came back. Yeah, he just says a lot of if you could try not to let me get blown up again in future, that'd be really, really nice.
I mean, I
Don't-
wasn't in total control of that fight, so let's leave it at
We
that.
don't talk about being blown up.
Yeah, and then he disappears again, just to wherever it is that he goes when he's not visibly annoying everyone.
As soon as Tony disappears, you will see Hailman just start walking down the stairs slowly, not his normal cheerful self.
There he is.
Hi.
Moment.
You
Morning.
doing alright, Hillman?
Yeah. Got some sleep last night, so feeling a bit better.
You want a little chaser to pick you up?
It's not what I normally do, but why not?
Well, you look as if you've been shagging a Goliath all night, mate, so you need something.
Where is Vath?
Oh, fuck, that's the
Fath is climbing out the window.
Good
You just hear
lord.
footsteps poof, running away.
Oh.
I'm going to signal over to Fuego to come over to the table.
Yeah, I'll come over and join them. I just leave the paper on the bar and just walk over and join us. With a round of drinks, a round of hot coffees. They do coffee
So,
tea.
I'll have a coffee.
I'll have some tea.
Nothing but the finest tea, you know. Tea.
Now that everyone's at the table, I'm going to say to everyone, so, see, I know we're all a bit on edge about this town, but I'm going to depart for a bit. I'm going to go north and find my clan if I can. I'm not going to ask anyone to come with me.
I will.
They can
When
go.
do we go?
I will.
See, you're not getting rid of us that easy, mate.
I never wanted rid of you. I just wanted to make sure that everyone knew it was by choice.
Yep.
Not me asking them.
I mean, if I die, I'm going to come back and haunt you. But, you know, it's... I
No,
expect you.
You already sort of are haunting me because you did die.
Oh, dying's
Oh,
overrated.
What is dead
That
may
is
never
very
die?
He says that any times he raises his cup of coffee to chime.
As a cleric, I imagine at this point Bulldrock would be like, hang on a minute, you're undead.
Grabs his cross.
Holy symbol gets produced.
It's a long
Is that
story.
Throws a glass of water.
Get to a stage, Bulldog, that who hasn't died around here?
That's a
Everyone
true
except you and Henreck.
Has Fuego died?
He's
Oh.
been knocked unconscious, but nobody's died.
Well,
Except for Baltair and Henry.
let's be honest.
I wouldn't
Expected.
recommend it.
So, you're going to meet your family.
Other family?
Yeah. Sorry, Fuego?
Have you got a sister?
No, not anymore.
A young aunt?
No.
Anything
I haven't been near the clan in a while, so I don't know exactly who's alive and who might not be.
And no
Oh,
Fuego, you're not asking about his mum. That's off
There is-
limits.
There
I
is
was
one I
thinking
hope.
about
There is one that I hope isn't there, but I have a funny feeling we're going to run into him at some point.
Oh, great Daddy Firebeard.
Yeah.
Is that his
Oh.
real name?
yeah. His Christian name, Great Daddy.
Mr. Long Leg.
Mac Daddy.
Oh.
No, his name is Harjin Firebeard.
So, Big Daddy.
Yeah.
What's his name? Haji.
Hardyin.
Handy J.
Hardian. As in
Hardian.
Hardian.
Yes.
Hardly.
Hard and then yin.
Hardy.
Hardy.
Oh, you thought a long time about that name. Fuck me, boy.
I didn't name him, Callum.
No, those are two different Scottish words put together.
What, hard and yin?
Yeah. Hardy. He's hard.
Oh, is that like he's a harden? Is that what
Hardy.
that's?
Hardy.
He's a hard one. All right, okay, I get it.
I don't know what the English word would be. Like, for
Hard
Scottish people,
one.
if you say like he's a tough person, you say he's a harden.
Yeah, he's a hard. He's a hard one.
We'd say oh, he's an harden. Like,
Yeah.
so yeah, we have instead of yin.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's
Fair enough. Anyway, back to the story. Etymology of Harjan Firebeard aside. Right, continue.
Breaking the fourth wall here. See if we're going north. Do we need what? Does the team need warm clothes?
I come prepared with every.
That would be what we would call meta.
Okay. Looking at the map,
If the party decides they want to get some warm clothing for the journey north, given that they're not stupid, that would be up to them. But I mean, I wasn't planning on making you roll for it's cold up here. So,
I mean, I would argue that none of us are from this continent,
Well-
so we wouldn't know it was cold up north necessarily ourselves.
but this 3D map's got snow on it.
What snow?
that's got shaded in white.
Have you never seen snow, Rev? Have you never seen snow?
No.
Wow, I've seen snow. It's beautiful.
She's a gnome. She's from underground. Of course, she's never seen snow.
You will learn to hate it. It's freezing. It gets wet. It just gets
I
everywhere.
don't like it
Hey,
already.
Fuego,
So
You can have fun. We used to have snowball fights
yes.
growing up. The
You build a
snow's not too
snowman.
bad.
I know through his head.
me and my
That sounds
brothers
violent.
Me and my
Sounds
brothers
fun.
used to have snowball fights, but we used to put stones in the snowballs.
That
we
doesn't
threw it.
sound
It
fun.
actually did some damage.
Okay, so what's the plan, party? What are you doing before? I mean, are you doing anything before setting off, or just?
I think it needs to be said after what happened in Blackblade's temple. I want to bring everyone else up onto to speed, kind of in vocal chat, how he reacted to Ashana and the general atmos. So I think we share that, and I've said that I was talking to Vath through telepathic means, and I think there'll be a resistance here. I mean, I look round first of all just to make sure there's none of his people around, and he's a bad man and he needs to go, but I don't think we're strong enough. I don't think Vath's ready. She needs to get more people in place, but I've said that when the time comes and when he needs to be destabilised, I will help.
Yes. Rev,
But
be the dodgy little creature that we all love.
Hi.
You're not part of a guild back over where we were from, were you? Would they stretch over to this land at all?
Look over there! What's that? She points over there and is just gonna duck out of the way of everything.
Balthazar just chuckles.
I mean, I could make you roll deception and perception and insight and stealth, but it's just funnier to imagine Riv really trying genuinely to go, what's that over there?
Yeah.
And then fail. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, it doesn't work, but they appreciate that you don't want to talk about what they just asked, I assume. I mean, the party can feel free to press if they like, but the question's been asked and she's obviously avoided it, so it's
Do
up to you guys.
you need me to answer?
You asking me or the group?
No, the group.
I was asking the question and just looking where the stones fell.
Okay, stones have fallen. Where are we going?
I would recommend we get some warm clothes.
Cool. Will they sell them in this desert place?
Probably not.
Let's get the
Oh!
warm clothes closer to the snow.
I am very happy that somebody asked that question. It's like, oh yeah, can we get a jump around it? Nah, mate,
What's a
it's the
jumper?
fucking desert.
What's a jump?
Right, we need to go kill a bear or two, worst case, and make from that.
Oh, we can
is
find
anybody-
a shop along the way.
That sounds better.
Do they have shops up north?
What?
Sort of like open markets.
They do, but they're all uphill.
Yeah, have you not heard about this chain over here called Laldy? Proper Laldy.
know
It's a wee guy. It's a wee
It's
dwarf, he just hangs
Lid
in the
Aldi.
Lid Aldi. Sells food and all sorts of random shit.
It's got potions no one else dared to dream to make.
I think I have heard of them.
Should we set up the cart and donkey? Do we start?
Yeah, I'll. If you want, I'll go get Neil and
I'll
meet
come
you
with you,
outside.
get coach.
No worries.
Helmet will just grab a
Oh,
bit of
fuck,
bread
I
or
won't
something
plan.
off the table and start leaving you. Walking out, nibbling on a bit of bread.
I'm going to
Yep.
go with. And I'm just going to
Henreck's
go. You
Henrek's going to notice that something's off with Hellman as well.
Is he going to know it?
Oh,
Do me an insight check and see whether you. Yeah.
Wait, what have I missed?
That was a natural 20.
just a fight. No, just doing an
I mean-
insight.
I don't believe you, but no, I'm joking.
Oh,
No, that's fine. I'm sure that the group would know Hailman well enough to know when there's something off with him. Unless he was actively trying to deceive them, they would just notice that his general demeanor wasn't the same as always anyway. So you didn't really need to roll. It was just for the funnies.
Since-
yeah, no, you
yeah.
know he doesn't seem himself.
You'd have noticed that it was since we left.
The temple.
Yes, since we left Amaranth Lifebringer's home, he's kind of been a bit.
I don't think
off.
Hailman's been the same since. Well, I don't think any of us have been the same since we went through those trials with Elminster.
Oh, that man needs to get a grip on his life and stop bringing us into crap.
But that wasn't him.
Stop
Oh,
attacking his
no.
parties.
He needs to make his pocket dimension more bloody reinforced. Because these people seem to be able to break in quite easily.
Maybe he's just not the best wizard ever.
It's a possibility, I guess.
Don't live to his age without being good at what you do.
Well, often it's better to be lucky than it is good.
That is true, Helmet, that is true.
Can
Yeah.
I see the note that Fuego left at the bar? Can I see if I can find that on the map, like the coordinates on the map?
Can you read the coordinates?
That as well.
I mean, if you're just looking for the random bird that Fuego was chatting up last night, that's fine.
No, I thought it was
I mean-
not a letter or something.
No, it was like he'd been. It was like Fuego's way of saying he'd pulled, like, been chatting up a bird and got her
right, okay.
information, like for where to. You know what I mean? Like, obviously,
Yeah.
you can't get.
I
Oh,
thought
send
it
us a
was
text, love. And yeah, no, it doesn't really.
Pigeon?
If you're after poaching Fuego's sloppy seconds, that is entirely up to you, Callum.
Maybe they're flirt divert coordinates.
Yeah, you turn up and it's just a pizzeria.
Win-win.
I was like, either way, what fun.
Henrek's just going to step outside the bar then and wait for everyone.
Right. Okay. For the purposes of sort of getting us a bit further along just than this, I will say you are able to procure any sort of stuff that you need for your journey or think you might need for your journey. General sort of clothing, blankets, food, drink, anything like that. Is there anything specific anybody wants to try and procure before leaving?
I'm good.
Same here.
Not that I can think of.
Hailman may look for if there's any sort of like shop that sells like scrolls, magical scrolls and whatnot, maybe before we set off.
Yeah, there'll be any shop that you need, but whether or not they carry what you want depends on what it is.
Well, he's looking for a shield spell scroll that he'll then be able to take some time and write it into his own spell book, but it may take obviously several days to write it in.
Okay. What level spell is shield?
First level,
Oh,
I believe.
yeah, fine.
Yeah,
You find 150 gold if you want it.
Yeah, he's just gonna have it, and then, but he's not gonna like cast it. He wants to.
He wants to copy it
Spend-
down so that he now knows it. Yeah, I know how
Yeah.
wizards work. Don't worry. You can,
But
you can transpose the shield spell. Yeah, that's fine.
So yeah, he will do that while he's fetching Neil, and then make his way back to the front of the inn, riding on the little cat that they have.
Cool. Anybody else?
I'm just getting coach from the stables, making sure he's all good and supplied up.
I did flick the stable hand an extra gold coin as a little tip for taking good care of Neil.
Okay. Thank you.
I'd
Henreck's
like to
gonna.
buy a remove disease potion, please.
A what disease potion?
Remove disease.
Just preemptively, just in case, ahead of your date.
Excellent.
I was thinking the same. Puppies.
Cheers!
Oh, okay, right. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. There's a clinic. You get one for free.
Oh.
They call it the morning after potion. Yeah, you're fine.
Oh,
I would award you inspiration if I could for that, Graham.
no! Don't give the DM inspiration.
Sorry, I can give it to myself and just not tell you the truth when I roll something.
Well, you probably do that sometimes anyway.
I can roll a nat 1 and tell you it's a nat 20. You don't know.
But we trust.
Henreck picks Riv up from the ground and then puts her in the cart.
Thank you.
Okay.
Whee!
Ready to set off on your journey, yeah?
Yep.
Us.
Okay. So you set off on the road.
Oh, the road game. Back in the road.
As well.
Who's playing with coconut shells?
Alex.
Just my hand.
As we're getting closer and closer, you sort of just hear Henrik talking less. He's a little bit more quiet, and he's a little bit more not on the borderline between nervous and anxious. That's a.
What's the matter, Henrik? You playing D&D tonight? Because that's how I feel every Thursday.
What's D&D?
It's Dungeons and Dragons.
No,
I'm
not
sure
that.
you've come across Dungeons and Dragons.
No,
Nah, I
we
don't
play
play.
House of the Humans.
We've
I
done
don't play that.
dragons, but we've not done dungeons.
No. I mean, we've done a few. Yeah.
Wago's done more than his fair share.
Are you okay to do this? I mean, you look a little bit anxious.
You both do.
I'll be alright. I'll be okay.
Are you
Henrik's
sure you're both
gonna-
all right? Do we need to have a proper real talk here? Because you both are doing big feelings, but you're keeping them inside.
Henrik's gonna walk ahead of the group, sort of like scout off just in case.
You can't run away from me. I won't stop.
I assume by this point Riv is on Henrek's back and just refusing to leave. Yeah.
Just like use the boots to walk up his back and
Yep.
stand on his
Boots to
shoulder.
spider climb up his leg and onto his shoulders. Yeah.
Is Riv like sitting on my shoulder? Now?
Yeah.
Yeah, seems like.
You feel like you've got the weight of the world on your shoulders. And me.
Well,
He definitely feels like he's got the weight of a girl on his shoulders.
Riv can't weigh that much.
Who knows?
Very diplomatic.
I weigh 40 pounds. I've just remembered I did put my weight on my character sheet.
I think I'm a little bit taller than Helmin.
Yeah.
What the hell is this pop-up? Sorry, I've got a random
I've
pop-up.
always
that will not go
assumed that
away.
Riv was the smallest of the group.
Oh yeah.
I've always assumed Riv was the smallest of the group.
Not quite.
No, it's covered.
Just.
It's not far off.
No, I think I'm a flat 3 foot and Riv's like 3 foot 1 or 2, aren't you?
Still like two insane toddlers, but there we go.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'll
maybe
be
that's
okay.
just me.
I'll be okay, Riv. I just need to focus on a few things. And then he lifts her off and puts her on the ground.
Well, I will leave you to focus.
Yeets Riv into a bush.
I will kind of go, okay, I see you need your alone time, but you don't have to be alone. And I'm going to trot back to the cart with everyone else.
Do us a
Okay.
favour when you go back, though. Check on Hellman. Make sure he's okay.
Yeah. Am I going to have to check in with Hellman now? Hellman?
Hi.
I've got him being quiet and surly up there, and you being quiet and surly up in here. Boltaire's the chattiest out of both of you, and Boltaire isn't chatty at all. And Fuego is just dreaming of whatever he found the other night, so...
I'll be okay. Just with everything that's gone on, as I've said to you, I'm starting to wonder whether or not I'm the right wizard for this party. I don't seem to be as strong as the rest of you.
You think I'm strong? She's going to find that hilarious.
Well,
I'm just going to.
You are almost unkillable. That's pretty strong.
Yeah, but that's magic. That's magic from you. Without you, I'd be dead. I'd be dead. I'd be
I'm
dead.
just going to hear me pipe up and go, well, Hellman, if it wasn't for us, we'd have been dead long ago, mate.
A moment of frightening realization is dawning on Riv. Wait a minute.
Riv going quiet now as
I'd
well.
have been dead.
Existential crisis.
Yeah.
I'm trying. I'm trying to be my normal self. Maybe after I process a few more things, I'll be back to normal. But there's just so much going on at the minute.
Ain't that the
Understandable. It's just not nice seeing you like this.
truth? I mean, we've
That's
we've known each other so long, however long it is now, but it's just not the same without you being you. So, come back to us soon.
I will do my. I will be back as soon as I can. Back to my normal cheerful self.
Good.
I'm just having you sort of moving along down the road as you're chatting, that's all.
Yeah.
Can I check to see if there's any signs of them now? If there's been any scout parties or anything?
You can do a perception check, sure.
Cool.
How long have we been travelling, and how far at the map does that take? And...
I would say it's hard to gauge because it's obviously supposed to be a world map, but you're traveling quite a distance. So I'd say this is several days' travel that's spread out across a lengthy amount of time.
I'll now roll that 12.
Right. Okay. Yeah. No, there's nothing that you notice sort of going on. You've been just usual sort of sounds of wilderness and stuff. But yeah, nothing in particular that screams your clan to you.
Yeah.
I hear a child. Maybe it needs help.
So you have been traveling. I would say in total, the journey from where you were to where you're going is going to take you at least a week, which doesn't seem like a long time to travel the entire length of a continent. But let's just say it's a small continent for the sake of argument. So yeah,
Big
it
steps.
does. Yeah, really big steps from really big horses. So yeah, that's roughly how long you'll have been traveling for. I expect you'll have had a lot of things that you'll have been chatting about and making merry and exchanging pleasantries and so on. Lots of chats about things and stuff. And you can all at some point in fact, if anybody wants to do anything on the downtime of the journey, mention it now so I can start sort of making notes of anything anybody's been working on or doing or anything like that.
I've just been doing. I've been sharpening Max. That's what I've been doing.
I've just been replenishing my Witcher oils.
Cool.
Hellman will just be foraging any sort of wild herbs and things you can use to enhance dishes and that sort of thing at the minute.
Cool. Do me a nature check.
Nature check.
That's fine. Yeah, everything you find is edible and entirely non-toxic.
Cool.
Riv's
Just stuff it in his bag.
I've just been bored running around annoying the shit out of people, just looking all over the place.
Okay.
Henreck comes back with a deer.
He just got from nowhere.
Oh
It's fine. Just anything Fuego wants to be doing on the journey?
Nothing particular, just on when we sit down to rest, I'll just be reading my books and stuff.
Okay, cool. Fine, not a problem. So we carry on the journey as normal then. Let's just... So, yeah, you come across a bend in the road. And as you approach, you all sort of notice what appears to be a camp just off in the distance.
What
Or
time?
the remnants of a camp, at least.
What time of day is it?
It is 6:27. No.
Going by the
I would
temperature
say,
of the sun.
yeah, and the longevity of the shadow. No, I'd say it's approximately evening time by the time you get here.
So it's almost
Oh,
like a
you-
ready-made camp that we found.
It's the remnants of a camp, yeah, or it looks like this was somebody's camp. I mean, if you want to go and investigate the
Yes,
camp, by
please.
all means, go and investigate the camp. I assume you all want to go together,
Oh, yes.
because it went so well last time you stumbled upon a camp that you found in the woods.
13.
Is this a group one or is it just doing it individually?
Oh no, you're doing it as well. You can all do it individually, and if anybody sees anything different, I'll let you know.
Investigation.
Balter's having a good sniff.
18 plus 1, 19.
An 11, darling.
Okay, so Balter would see the most, but I would say his form of an investigation, it'd be more sense rather than sight. He's not examining the area as such. He's sort of having a sniff, having a look around, trekking the area for tracks, sort of things that witches would look for when investigating an area, as opposed to just saying, "Do I recognize any of this stuff?" So yeah, you can smell the distinct presence of humans, but it seems to have been a couple of days since they were last here. Henreck, you would notice what appears to be equipment that you're somewhat familiar with yourself. It seems to be the sort of gear that members of your clan would use when going out camping or on sort of hunts or expeditions where they go places. The tents and the bedrolls and things appear to be the sort of similar sort of gear that you're used to, but it does look a little bit worn and well used, like it has seen some action. And may not be the newest of stuff.
Cool.
Is my medallion quiet?
Does it sense? It's just magic things and
It's just magic things I do believe, but I will.
Yeah, I think it's just magic. Maybe monsters or something. But I'm sure it's just magic.
Magical creature.
Yeah, magical creatures and things. For the moment, it appears quiet. Yeah, what's the range on it?
30 feet.
There is nothing in the immediate vicinity that your medallion deems to be a threat.
Okay.
What's
Henreck's
the,
gonna.
what's the general condition of the camp? I mean, has it been abandoned or is it like shredded and destroyed? Or has it just been carelessly thrown to one side?
It just seems as though it's been left behind. All of the gear is in good condition for its age. It's not torn up, it's not ripped, it's just been left there. The fire itself is cold, no sign of a recent sort of fire in the fire pit in the center. There's no immediate signs that anyone's been here for the last couple of days. More like it might be sort of like a way station camp, sort of between places, as though they might come and camp here every so often, whilst being between other places. If that makes sense.
I'd like to carve into a tree. Fuego was here.
Yeah, that's absolutely fine. You
And
carve
next-
Fuego was here into a tree.
Henreck's gonna stop her. Henreck's gonna stop him and just say, "Please do not do that. This is not the place for that."
This is
He's gonna-
somebody's home, Fuego. Maybe you wouldn't like it if somebody wrote it in your house.
This isn't someone's home, it's a camp. This is a scouting
Well,
party.
someone stays here, though. That's you know what I mean, Henrik. Somebody stays here. I mean, it's
he's only defacing a random tree.
Yeah, but I don't want them to know we're here just yet.
They don't know who Fuego is.
I tell you, I'm going for a whiz, and I try and secretly do it on a tree when you're not looking.
Given that I'm pretty sure nobody's passive perception beats a 17, I'm going to
Mine
say
does.
Fuego gets away with it.
Actively not looking.
Mine are 20, just putting that out there.
Is it? Is it?
Passive perception's 20.
Wow.
That is a high passive perception.
We've been through it.
Oh no, I'm not doubting you on it. I forget these things.
That's fine.
Most people's is usually like 12, so
Yeah,
mine's 20.
I'm pretty sure
Because I got like a +5 from the observant feat.
Yeah, I keep forgetting you have a feat thing that helps you with yours. Well, Voltaire sees it, but does he care?
Does he fuck?
Right.
fuck you.
So yeah, you found a camp. Are you settling in for the night, using it, or are you carrying on down the road?
We're going to look to Henreck. Do you
Yes.
recognise any of this? Should we be here?
No.
We
I
can pick
recognise
up
all
that
of it.
he's not. I mean, Henrick's
Yeah,
not
I'm sort of
happy.
like touching the gear. I'm touching the gear. I'm sort of like looking at it. I know this is like a scout party. Basically, I know it's. I know that my clan's nearby now, for sure.
But if we're looking for them, surely they'll be back here, and then we found them.
Nah, not yet. I want to see who's around first before we go in and just start talking to them.
So carrying
Yeah.
along the road, yeah.
Yeah. I just want to say at some point, it's
Yeah.
like, Henrik, what should we expect? I mean,
Depends
could you tell us about your family? I mean, are we going to get a happy welcome, or should we be wary? You don't seem happy to be reunited with your other
For
family.
now,
So why are we even looking for him?
Well, family's family, even though chosen family can sometimes be better.
we might get hit with hostility. We might not be. I don't know. It's been a fair while it's been a fair while since I've seen them, and I wonder if any of them have forgotten.
I
Is-
doubt
is-
most
is
not.
Is there anything
forget.
like, if you were speaking to like another clan, is there anything that you would normally bring each other as like a welcome or a sign of respect or anything like that we could potentially do to?
Not starting any fights. And as I said, I look at Voltaire because I think he'd be the one to start a fight.
I bet me and Riv's eyes are fiercely on Henrik though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm just going to be like, I know what I'm like. Is there anything I shouldn't do?
Don't get caught.
Oh, I never get caught, mostly.
Yeah. The punishment's death if you get caught.
Okie dokie then. Hides
All
her.
I'll say is, all I'll say
Okay.
is, these guys, the clan that I was banished many years ago for something that happened during a war that my family was involved in. And it might come back to bite us in the ass.
Do you feel like you could tell us what happened, or are you wanting to keep that to yourself?
I got 2 of my brothers killed. It was my fault. I pushed my father to let us go on a raiding party, and instead we ended up getting ambushed, and 2 of my brothers died.
But that's not your fault.
That's war, unfortunately, lad.
I led them in, and my father seen it in a different light.
As they do.
As I says, hopefully he's forgot or forgiven. I doubt neither.
It is what it is, but we're here with you. And we'll be here afterwards. No matter what.
No, I appreciate that.
If you
Sorry,
need to torch the place down, I will. I'd rather not.
I honestly don't think you'd get the chance, but let's try. Let's have that in the back
Was he
burner.
was he not happy to have at least one son survive? I mean, surely that's in war. People die and have one son return home. Surely that must be a blessing.
I'm guessing my favourite
two of my
barbarian-
kids died. At least one made it.
Well, I'm just going to pipe up and go, well, I'm guessing our
Every
favourite
cloud,
barbarian-
you know.
Just Tailwind.
Aye,
Tickle.
right. But I guess our favourite barbarian was not the favourite child.
For a while, I was. I don't know if maybe Rennick or what did I give the other one's name? Harbard. Harbard. And or Uber. He might be alive. Maybe.
Uber.
They're the only three I know of now.
He's
God.
fast.
Yeah.
It's
Great
one
at
of the
carrying
sons of...
people.
Oh, Uber's isn't that the son of Ragnar? Isn't it one of his sons called Uber? In
Don't know what you're
Vikings.
talking about, mate.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah,
a good name.
that's where Callum got it from.
That's a great name. They're your brothers, were they?
Scott's
Rennick.
making notes.
Yeah.
I am making notes.
Rennick was the oldest. Harbard was the second oldest, and Uber was the youngest, and I was in the middle.
What did you call the two that died?
Their names.
Ah,
It's a barbarian tradition to never say their names out loud.
Rev knows barbarian ways.
Yes, because I'm part barbarian, remember?
We don't talk about them now because they've passed. That's fine.
Their names were Philly and Kelly.
Oh,
If Peter Jackson turns up at my house,
You're plan boy.
Peter Tolkien turns up. What the fuck is that?
right, moving swiftly on. Okay, so you've discussed that. Right. Happy to continue. Any more discussion? Any more
Nope.
questions for Henreck at this present moment in time?
Nope.
no.
So you proceed a little bit further down the road and come across what looks like travelling carts and carriages. Again, there's nobody around. Another little tent and a bedroll.
Can I investigate to see if it's been attacked?
You can see from the outside that nothing appears to have been wrecked in any way. Everything is whole. There's no damage to anything. Nothing's on fire. It's all just sitting there. Again, like this might be sort of a place where they've kept supplies. You do get the feeling from your experience that they wouldn't have left these things too far away from where they were, so you're pretty sure they'll be nearby.
Mm-hmm.
Can Helen just turn to Riv and be like, I know you're not your normal kind of thief, but I think, Riv, it's best you keep your hands in your pockets, if you know what I mean, at this minute in time.
I will do my best.
We'll try.
I'll do
We'll
my
try.
best.
I want to carve on another tree. Fuego was here too.
Okay.
Fuego, bring in the chaos.
I'm going to go and search the purple wagon.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. Fuego, you can carve whatever you want into the trees.
Excellent.
I'm assuming it's either Fuego's way of not getting lost so that he can find his way back the way he came.
Fuego's just being chaotic.
Yeah, or he just really likes to face in wildlife. It's one or the other.
Can I go and investigate this part over here?
Whoever wants to investigate anything, just roll an investigation for me.
20.
I got a nat 20.
Sure.
Helmin's not investigating.
Two in one game, Callum? I don't think so.
My rolls are never that good, but I swear to God.
Check his dice. The weight of his dice.
He's just bought one of those D20s that's just all 20s. So it doesn't matter what he rolls. It's always a 20. No, obviously, I'm kidding. Right. So a 15, a 20, another 15, another apparent 20.
I'll wind them up.
I'm trying to be emotional, Graham. I'm trying to stay in character.
Is Hailman having a look around at anything?
No, Helmin will stay kind of where he is, maybe hide underneath this tree a little bit, and he's just going to be keeping his eye out for people he doesn't recognise.
And doing what he's doing. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
fine. Okay,
If he can, he's going to just sit down and start ritual casting his familiar back, because that died in the...
he can't because I hate it.
In which case, do it. Do it, do it, do it.
Yeah, no, sure, you can cast Find Familiar, that's fine. I won't even make it cast. Is it an hour for a ritual or whatever? It's like I won't even make it take an hour.
I think is it an hour plus 10 minutes or something for...
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, you can have your familiar back. It's fine.
He's just going to keep it
nice.
Keep it on his shoulder at the minute, though. He's not doing anything with it. He's just looking out for...
Maybe I'm just lulling you all into a false sense of security. Oh, look how nice Graham's being tonight. Trauma!
Oh, yeah, we have been here many times. We are nothing but suspicious.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for it.
I know you investigate the carriages, the carts, the tents, everything you look at. All you really find are personal effects, some clothing, some food, no weapons, nothing of any sort of real value, just things that people would have taken with them on a journey, as if they were going to be gone away from home for a little while. So, lots of spare clothing.
Mm-hmm.
You find, clothing for...
would I recognise any of it? Like, would I be able to
you
tell
would
if this
recognise
is,
that a lot of
gems
it
or-
bears the sort of... does your clan have an insignia? Does it have like a... Would
I'll
they
say
have
it's like I'll say it's
marks
like
on their
two-
clothes, or do they all wear one sort of colour?
So it's like, like tartan.
Right, okay, so
I've
about
got-
as Scottish as you can get. Yeah, you just find a trunk full of 50 tartan kilts and a set of bagpipes and some bundled up preserved neeps and tatties.
And some free-range haggis roaming around.
It was
wear a
Ben's
kilt.
night recently.
I'm already wearing a kilt. And I want to steal some bagpipes because I've got proficiency.
Okay, you can steal some bagpipes. That is absolutely fine.
You will regret this later on.
I'm just going to tidy up this tent and fold whatever clothes are in there.
Okay, that's fine. Graham's having a tidy up.
Anti-chaos.
Again, it's much of the same in the carriage. You find a carriage, full of food and drink and just all sorts of bits and pieces people would need for a long journey.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, no magic items just sitting in a carriage in the middle of the woods.
God damn it.
It's
You don't get it.
It's just a load of stuff and things. Maybe there's a couple of pouches of gold. If you want to lift about 40 gold, you can steal from these carriages if you
Yeah.
want.
No.
That 40 gold between us all.
It's just you find it. If you take it, you can share it out. Whoever decides they want to be the one that found it can keep it. Whatever.
I'm taking it and I'm happy to share it.
Argue about it. You've got 40 gold between the five. Well, technically 6 of you, but we'll say 5 of you for argument's sake over the 40 gold, and so you all get 8 pieces of gold each, unless Hailman doesn't want any, or Henreck doesn't want any, and then there's another 16 to share between the 3.
Henreck doesn't want
Figure it
it.
out amongst yourselves another time. So I'm not arguing about the divvying up of gold right this second.
No. Hailman doesn't want anyone, but if anybody offers him any gold, he will try to interrogate them where they got this gold from.
Can Henreck do me a perception check, please?
Sure. That was 15 plus, I think it was, 1. Yeah.
1. Yeah, that's fine. Henreck is fairly sure. You were over here somewhere, weren't you? After having looked,
Yeah.
I assume you're sort of up around this area.
Mhm.
Starts to hear what sounds like panicked voices coming from the west, and they seem to be vaguely familiar to him. He can't place them because of the distance and the roll. But he hears some voices that sound distinctly Scottish. Now, I will say now, before we move forward, I am not going to be putting on or affecting a fake Scottish accent for the entirety of the rest of this session.
How no?
Sounds fair, Graham. I think that's fair enough.
Because, maintaining it for so long will... I don't know. Yeah. But you hear... Henreck hears some vaguely familiar voices from the west.
Henreck's going to start running towards it. And he's not going to tell anyone. He's just going to start darting off in that direction.
Do we notice?
Henreck just bolts to the west. Everyone do me a perception and see if they notice Henreck bolting off. Henreck, do me a stealth check just to see quite how...
Oh, I'm not. All right, okay.
No, not because you're trying to be stealthy. It's just sort of to see whether or not you start like tripping and stumbling through bushes and stuff.
18 plus...
-1.
Nothing. 18.
Okay, yeah, so you don't trip and fall over or anything. You quite agilely manage to slip off. The only person that would have noticed would be Fuego, if he wasn't preoccupied with a bunch of gold. So that's fine. What I'm going to do first... in fact, I'm not going to bother fecking around with individual maps. I'm just going to move you all. But for all intents and purposes and for argument's sake, Henreck is the first one to stumble across this. Once people realise Henreck has gone, which will be in sort of like an in-game minute, roughly, they can all start following in this general direction. But yeah, Henreck sort of... Are you wanting to stumble straight into the clearing or sort of hang on the edge and sort of have a look from the outside before you boulder in, or just go straight in?
Yeah, I'll look from the outside. I'll stop at the trees and then
so
see
we'll
what
say
I can
you've
see.
come in sort of from the tree line here then.
Yep.
And you're
Oh,
sort
he's
of
growing.
here just behind the tree line. So you come through the tree line, you can see sort of another camp. This one, it's not lit yet because it's still daytime. Sun's still fairly high in the sky at the moment. You can see 3 what appear to be slightly wounded people wearing the sort of adornment that you would recognize as being members of your clan. From the distance you are, do me a perception check, see if you can recognize anybody.
Nah. 5.
No, so you can't recognize them from as far away as you are. You hear their voices, you see their garb, and you can tell that they are members of your clan. But from this distance, you can't tell who they are at the moment, or whether you would know them or not. They could be, people that were young when you got cast out and that have now grown. They could be people that you know from your childhood. You really have no way of knowing at the moment. All you can see is that there are 5 bedrolls, 3 of them occupied with wounded men.
I'm going to hang back a little bit and just see what happens.
Okay, so you're just sort of hanging on and eavesdropping, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, do me in fact, I'll go with the original perception you said. So you can hear sort of like mumbles and talking and voices. But because of how far away you are, and because of the broad accents that I'm not going to try and replicate, you can't quite make out any of what they're saying. It seems to be quite hurried and panicked, and you can tell from their wounds that they appear to have just been in some sort of fight recently. You can see them gesturing at the 2 empty bedrolls, and you can see that they look quite concerned, but you can't quite make out what they're talking about or what it is. So yeah, in order to find out more about what's going on, you'd either need to get closer, or have somebody else do so for you. It'd be up to you. I'm going to give you another one thing you can do before everybody else catches up and gets involved. So if there's anything else you want to do before the party gets here, now would be the time to do so.
I'll try and do another listening. See if I can.
So you want to creep a bit closer without them seeing you and have another listen.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah.
So perception or stealth first?
It'd just be perception. In fact, no, yeah, stealth first, then perception, because they might see you trying to creep closer. Let's see.
9 plus nothing because of stealth, and then perception was 12 plus 1. 13.
Okay, well, I rolled against your stealth, and I rolled a 10. So they hear somebody stumbling around. They haven't spotted you yet because it wasn't that much higher than what you rolled. They've heard somebody stumbling around. So they have now sort of stood up, axes readied, and they're looking around sort of furtively and have stopped talking. At this point, the rest of the party catches up, and given that it's been messaged to me separately, Hailman is going to charge straight into the middle of camp because he said he is. So he's
going to be shouting off the top of his voice, Where's Henreck? You better not have hurt him, Helmin will say in the most threatening ways. He runs straight in.
Henrik will see this and he's going to run out for Hellman to try and stop him.
Yep. And where they two go, I'm gonna follow too.
Everyone's gonna run along. I assume that the other two are coming with as well. Is Fuego going as well, or is Fuego graffitiing another tree?
Yeah, I was
behind
going
the
to say.
trees and follow along, try and like stay hidden. So
Fuego staying stealthy in the trees. That's fine.
Fuego being the most sensible out of all of us.
Having heard the commotion and the kicking off, the three men will sort of form up together, axes raised. They do seem to sort of react visibly to mention of the name Henreck, and as they see him approaching from behind the small red-headed man that's come barreling at them out of the woods, you do notice that their guard tent seems to drop a little as they appear to have noticed him. Henreck, you being you, in fact, just for a laugh, just roll history and just see if you can actually remember who they are. They're definitely people from your past, but do you remember their names? Let's find out.
Okay. 13 plus history. I don't think it's going to be much.
If it's wisdom, I think, so it'll probably be a 1, I would expect.
Yeah. History, yeah, 1. 14.
Yeah, I thought so. Yeah. So 14. No, it was fine. It wasn't a difficult one for you to pass, to be honest.
Cool.
Yeah, you notice 3 men around about your age that you'd have noticed, that you'll remember, playing games with, being friends with from your past. So you recognize them from top to bottom as Lokir, Hasval, and Fjord. So sort of 3 men of your clan that you recognize from being children.
He'll maybe so good if you could.
Used to play together, gay.
Toby,
Henry's going to put Hellman behind him to like shield him a wee bit, and he's going to shout at them, "Stop! Don't do anything, please. They're my friends."
He will listen. He will listen to Henreck and
I'm going to
posture down a little bit.
I was talking to the barbarians, but you two, you calm down and all.
Hasval's going to step forward and say, "If you are truly Henreck Firebeard, step forward and face me man to man."
Dude, let's not do this right now. Dude, look pretty winded. It's hard in here.
You would recognize this as sort of a customary thing for the barbarians, that it's like, as sort of prove your worth, like, are you the man that they actually think that sort of a thing. So it's something that they need you to do in order to accept you for you, because you've been away for over a decade. You might not be the Henreck that they're looking for. You might not be the Henreck that they're after.
I go straight up to his face, like nose to nose.
Yep. Roll initiative. Just you, nobody else.
Oh wait, hold on. I'll do it in game. I'll do it in this case to make it a bit easier.
Don't worry, they're not going to beat you. It's purely symbolic.
Oh, no.
He rolled a 6 anyway, so yeah, just roll me an attack roll.
Cool. 11 plus 7.
Okie dokie, and you get what, 1d6 plus 5 or something for plus 1d6 plus 4 for an unarmed attack, I think, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah, so just roll me a d6.
2 plus, what was it? D4. Sorry.
1d6
4
plus 4, so 6. So yeah, you just rock him with 1 hit. He swings back at you and misses because he's wounded. So yeah, just do another one for me.
What is? That's a 14 plus 7. So.
Yeah.
6 plus 4, 10.
Cool. Yeah. So this time you knock him on his ass, and he sort of stands up and goes, "Henreck, you old bugger, or bastard, or whatever you want." Some sort of Henreck, you old bastard, whatever. Yeah, traditional Scottish insult. God, it's been what, 13 years? Where the fuck have you been? We've been looking for you all over.
I pick him up and embrace him in a hug.
You got to make sure that you were still a man.
You know,
Yeah.
I've got him like, was it called Braveheart when they did the stone thing?
Oh yeah.
And the other two will sort of walk up, clap you on the shoulders as well, and be like, "Oh, fucking hell, Henreck, what I could do?" Blah 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 blah. All of that sort of gay camaraderie.
Basically do the exact same, and then I turn around to the other guys and I say, "This is my friends. This is
Family.
Riv.
Hi, I'm Riv.
This is Riv. The young brave one over there is Hillman, and this is Baltair."
I'm just going to nod.
They'll notice that Haleman's wait, is Baltair ginger as well?
Ginger, tall, and braided hair.
Is it?
It's like, are you sure these two are members of our own? They'll say, looking at the others, because they've got, the bright red hair.
Yeah. No, trust me. No, they've got the hearts for them, but they're not. Us.
I know their character tokens aren't ginger, but that's because I couldn't be bothered making 3 separate. So they all got the same token just to represent barbarian. That's fine. So yeah, they've said, "Oh, we've been looking for you everywhere," and you'll obviously notice that they're injured. It's the clan, Henreck. You need to come back. Harjin's gone mad. He's lost his mind.
What about my brothers?
They've done what they can, but he won't listen to reason. He won't listen to reason to any of them. None of us have seen your brothers for months. We don't know where they are.
Henreck here, and that's gonna. Can I ask a question? Can I get everyone to roll a perception check just to see if yeah?
Why?
Can I ask?
You want everyone to roll perception?
Yeah.
Yeah. What are they trying to? What are they looking for?
Oh, it's fine. They all see it.
I'm staring at you.
Fuego from behind a tree, 40 feet away, has seen it. So whatever it is, it's quite obvious. Just a neon sign going, "Oh, there's an issue."
Big arrow pointing towards. Visibly, you can see Henreck's hands starting to shake, but it's not in anger; it's in fear.
Henreck, he's trying to ally us with the Blueskins, and you would know from your childhood that they were sort of like the rival barbarian clan. So they were the ones that you actually fought in the war that killed your other 2 brothers.
Okay. How far away is the camp?
It's a ways north, back through the mountains. We passed through an ice cave to get here, but it wasn't good.
Is that why you're injured?
Yeah, that's what happened to us. We weren't alone. Ingrid was with us. She was left behind.
The hands stop like instantly as soon as you say the word Ingrid. Why did she come with you?
It was her idea to come and find you. You're the only person of blood still able to take over. Someone needs to depose Harjin and regain control of the Redbeards. Because some of us are going along with him and we don't know why. But most of us still hate them with all that they're worth. They took many of ours in the war.
I was banished for a reason. I have no claim to the clan.
The clan does not recognize Harjin's influence anymore. The clan has nominated you as the rightful heir, given that your brothers are missing.
I need to find Ingrid first.
They gesture sort of towards the north and say, "Follow the road that way. Once it turns to snow, you need to head east. There you'll find an ice cave, and that's where you'll find her, if she still lives."
She better. I'm gonna just start storming off towards the. Yeah, I'm gonna start storming off.
How badly injured are these guys?
Fairly badly injured. They look like they've been a pretty bad fight.
I've got 1 healing potion.
I would advise not wasting it.
Fair enough. I thought it might be a nice gesture. I was going to try and give it. I won't bother then.
They can have a good sleep on their bedrolls and be fine come the morning.
Can I ask them what they came up against?
It was some manner of giant, some sort of frost giant. I've never seen its like. It was not a normal frost giant.
Was there anything else?
The only other thing we saw were dead trolls.
Does not bode well.
I'm going to look uneasy at everybody else, but be like, where Henrik goes, I go.
Yes, Hailman will start running behind, trying to catch up.
I'll catch up as well, just as I run past the others. Like, hi, guys, bye guys. Catch up.
Hey!
Hey, bye.
Quickly stops to carve Fuego was here into another tree.
I did that well at the time.
Yeah.
Because the camera's cut to Fuego. Hey, something happening.
Have boss music.
This isn't boss music.
Oh no, it's not. It's just ominous.
Cold music.
Sorry, I was just saying a quick good night to Harry because I'm not leaving because there's a lot to get through potentially. Maybe. Right. Yep. So obviously you come across the fork in the road as things started to turn to snow, as they said you would, and you were told to turn east. Are you heading east? I assume Henreck is. Is everybody else following?
We look to Henrik.
Yep.
Henrik's not even looked back. He knows they're with him, but he's too focused on finding Ingrid to. So.
So yeah, you head to the east, and as expected, you come across a snowy valley with a cave set into the side of a mountain face.
Can I see if there's anything outside the cave? Like I know one of the guys said there's troll bodies, but is there anything like clan wise?
The only thing you can see from where you are at the moment is just like sort of disturbed snow. They were fairly wounded and still wet from the snow, so you feel like they've probably quite recently come from here. So you can still see where they've sort of ran through the snow. You can see their footprints, drops of blood across the surface that have started to freeze over. But yeah, there's nothing else visible externally from the outside of the cave.
Are we going in?
Well, listen, I've been thinking about this. We need to work out a plan before we do things. I mean, we have a thief. Not just any thief. A thief who could turn herself invisible. Maybe. I mean, I can turn you invisible if you need me to, Henreck. If you are so desperate to go in, but perhaps do we need to investigate instead of running in headlong? I mean, if these people want you to be their leader, perhaps we lead with our heads, not our hearts, and think before we act.
I would make a change.
Can I look for tracks and see if there's any that wouldn't belong to certain barbarians?
I would say just perceptively from what you can see from where you are, there are no footprints that don't belong to humanoid creatures. Nothing unhuman seems to have ventured beyond the mouth of the cave.
Nothing unhuman. That's fine.
I'm gonna go in.
I'm going to go with you.
I'm going to go invisible and come in after you go.
Riv, I'll never ask you to put yourself in danger again, but I need your help.
You don't
More
even
than ever.
have to ask twice. What's the plan?
Go in and scout ahead, see if you can find a woman, and let us know if you can find anything alive.
Is it a particular woman, Henrik, or are you not too fussy? You're just looking for any woman?
You know, I have a friend. I could introduce you.
So is that Riv and Fuego going invisible and scouting ahead from what I've heard?
I'm gonna turn to Helman and say, "Can Aldion come with us? That can give you extra sight as well."
Yes, I mean, you can, but I mean, he's an owl, so I don't know whether or not that will look suspicious, an owl
True.
flying into the cave. But I
True.
mean, if you need him, he is at your call.
Well, I look at Fuego and say, "Shall we do this then?"
Fuego's on, turn invisible.
Fuego, where have you gone?
Can we see like a tree slowly, just markings being etched into a tree?
Yeah.
And we know where he is.
Sorry, guys. I'm here.
I do that then.
Oh, is Fuego going as well?
Yep.
Right. Okay. Well, we'll do that first then. Nobody else gets to come. So
Is it
just
Henreck's
assume-
gonna turn to Hillman and just say she was part of my life a long time ago.
You've not told anyone this, but believe me, my friend, I know what it's like to lose family.
She hasn't lost yet.
I don't mean lost as in
She's not lost.
dying. I don't mean lost as in dying. There are other ways of losing people.
Did you look down the back of the couch?
Oh.
Where did it go
Right.
now?
You guys sit outside and chat about whatever you want, but obviously not really because it'd be interfering. Riv and Fuego, this is what you see.
Yep.
I'm going to use message to communicate to everyone and just be like, yeah, there's some dead things in here. And that's a big thing. Can I recognise what that is?
Well, from the description given to you by the people at the camp, you know it's some kind of frost giant, but not a normal frost giant. Outside of that, I doubt you've seen one before, but do me either history or nature check and just see if you know what one
I
is.
did say earlier that Riv's never seen snow before, which of course she is delighted about as we're going on this. So
Might have read about it in a book, but no. I was going to say it's highly unlikely that you would have done.
No.
I mean, you would have needed to roll something that was like a 25
yeah.
to have known what one is. So yeah, that's
Is
fine.
it supposed to have 4 heads? I don't like it.
Stop giving things away to those that are not currently in the room. Yes, it's supposed to have many heads. It has a 25% chance of having more than 1 head. It currently has 3 heads based on the dice I just rolled.
Okay. I communicate that back. How does it look? I mean, it's killed those other things. Does it look quite happy about it? The barbarians had been in a battle. Does it look like they were able to land any blows at all?
It looks absolutely fine.
Do we see anything else in the room apart from that?
You can see what appear to be 3 dead trolls.
Mm-hmm.
A large sort of ice structure that stretches up to the ceiling here, and a few smaller ones dotted about the room, like ice pillars, some reaching the ceiling, some not. Like the smaller ones don't reach all the way up. That one there and that one there does, and a blood stain just there.
What's
Is
it
there
doing at the
more
moment?
out there or anything, or is it just that thing?
The only thing moving around you can see at the moment is that thing, and it appears to be sniffing around as though it may be looking for something.
Right, but there's no door, there's no other like exit from there or anything, is there?
Oh, there's the other side of the room
What's
here.
that? Yeah.
You can see that leads off in the direction of what appears to be. There's footprints there. I think you can just about see on the map that come from that direction, indicating that there's probably an exit over that way somewhere.
Right,
But
yeah,
it
that's
sort
all
of
it
leads
is.
into a tunnel, but you're not quite sure how far down the tunnel goes.
Yeah, that's fine. Rib, should we go back and tell them?
Well, I've used message to tell them the situation. I can't see this woman in here at all. Henreck, there's no woman in here.
There's footprints over that side.
Do we go and investigate that as well?
No.
It doesn't
No.
know we're here.
What I would
We're
say
gonna
is
come-
this big thing here seems to be looking around this area in general.
Right.
Like maybe it's looking for something that was over here and then you've got this giant ice pillar
Oh,
that stretches up
in
to
the
the
way.
ceiling.
Okay.
Hint, hint.
Okay.
Henry is going to signal to both her and Haleman and say to them, let's go to the mouth of the cave and see if we can see anything.
That's fine. Let's be careful this time.
Okay, I have a way that can distract it and follow the footprints. If you want to.
Is that wise? It can't see us at the moment. It doesn't know we're here. It doesn't need distracting yet, does it?
So if we fail a stealth, or if we're not as quiet as what we want to be going around the outside, I can distract it and get it over here.
What the hell is that thing?
I can use my darkness powder on it.
Oh, I love darkness powder.
And I'm very, very, very stealthy, she says.
So do you want to try then? Do you want to go around and try for the footsteps? If they're
Yeah,
all coming in?
I want to try and go round this way.
Yeah.
And I'm just going to communicate the others going, we can't see any woman in here, but there's something that's blocking our view. So I'm going to sneak round and try not to attract the monster's attention.
If you do, we will attack it. Just see if you can find her.
Come on. Get Henreck. No.
This is something that looks the most dangerous thing we've encountered so far.
I want to set in place a reaction for if the beast.
I can promise you it isn't.
Oh. It looks like it.
It's like what?
It's big and scary.
Would you like to know what its challenge rating is?
I'm
Is
ready
that
to move that reaction.
Too
for if the
meta.
beast does.
It doesn't tell you anything other than what its general supposed inferred
What do you think?
difficulty is. It's only a challenge rating of 12.
So what was that, Fuego?
I'm ready with my reaction for if the beast does notice us as we're walking round. I have a reaction ready.
Are you going to carve Fuego was here into its thigh?
You can ready an action, but you can't ready a reaction. A reaction happens in response
Sorry,
to
I
something.
would ready an action for
Right.
if the thing sees us or starts like sensing us.
Yeah, that's fine. You can ready an action. That's fine. If it's something that requires a reaction to cast, that can't. Yeah, you can't.
No,
Yeah, yeah, that's fine.
Can I ready a javelin?
Yeah, Riv can stop moving because it requires stealth checks to move. So get back to where you were.
Okay. I was being sneaky from you.
No, you were.
Look that way.
Look over there.
This way.
Right. I think what I'm going to do to sort things out before anybody does anything is I'm going to put the 5 of you in initiative order because it just makes life much easier. So let me just delete these. Right, and then the 5 of you, please roll me some initiatives.
Not first.
Just because
Oh,
everybody's saying all at once, I do this, I do that, I do this, I do that, I do this. It's like all of those things could affect each other's things. So it's just easier if it's in initiative order.
Ooh.
well, Carol goes last. Oh, fuck, Haleman's got initiative.
It's not a bad thing.
Well,
Haleman's
very
probably
unpredictable tonight. He's very unpredictable, Haleman.
Two nat ones on that initiative. Wow.
Not how we wanted to start this.
You might need this, Alex.
It's better to get them
Okay.
out of the way now.
So, Haleman, you're going to get to do whatever you want to do first. So, what was it Haleman wanted to do?
Haleman didn't really want to do anything. He's waiting and more so
Holding your
keeping
action.
yeah,
That's fine, you can hold your
holding my action, but he's keeping an eye on Henreck just to if
Okay.
Henreck does anything rash, then Haleman will try to help.
Okay, so Riv now wants to try sneaking off over here somewhere, I expect.
Away.
Yep.
Other
So,
way.
yeah. What, you want to go that way?
Yeah.
I thought she wanted to go that way because she's trying to sneak behind
I'm
the
trying
big
to
thing
get
over-
round
yeah.
here.
Ah, right. I'm trying to get down
Yeah,
there.
so Riv, can you sneak your 25 foot, but with an advantage stealth check? Because I know you have advantage on just about anything that
I
requires
can't work
stealth.
out where the grid is.
Yeah, the grid is weird. It's because there's
It's very
a
light.
grid behind the grid as well, because the
Oh,
map
yeah.
itself
Oh,
is
yeah.
pre-gridded.
Mm.
But there's
Yours is
actually
the
a
white one.
smaller grid behind the grid.
Looks like it's moving, or is that anyone else?
No.
I think you might just be missed, mate.
bet.
Yeah, you've gone about 35 foot there. So
Okay.
if you're going 25, you want to be about there.
There we go.
There you go.
And a stealth.
With advantage because
Beautiful.
Riv.
Yeah. 18, 24.
Ooh.
Hot
Didn't roll
dice.
higher than that, so that is fine. For the moment, it does not detect you.
Cool.
You've got to where you are. Let me just see. Let me just check your line of sight. Do me a perception check, please.
18.
Okay, that's fine. Baltair, what would you like to do next?
I would. Huh. I don't know. I'm going to wait for now. No.
Oh.
I would like. Would I know what that big fucking thing is? Yes and no.
Give me a nature check. Also, do me a perception check at the same time.
Nature. Oh, fucking hell. Nature? 21 and perception.
Ooh.
Oh, that's not the way I wanted that.
Okay. You recognize it as a frost giant,
Yep.
which you already knew.
Yeah.
But you know that it is an everlasting frost giant. Is the type that it is. It's a frost giant brackets everlasting one, which is the name of the creature. So yeah, you recognise what it is. That doesn't mean it's immortal. Just FYI.
Oh, thank God.
That's just the name of it, of the specific type that it is. You would know that it's not like your average frost giant.
It's just got extra staying power.
Yeah.
Let me see if there's a way that I can. I don't think there is. Right, I'll read out the description to you because you know what it is. The giant planet here is more powerful than other of its kind, either because the gods have shown it favour or because fate has dealt it a bad hand and forced it to seek out other paths to power. To hold its place or rise within the ordning, a frost giant must routinely face mighty foes in single combat. Blah 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 blah. Troll Eater. Frost giants mainly turn to Vaprak, a rapacious god of strength and hunger worshipped by ogres and trolls out of desperation. Vaprak likes to tempt frost giants with dreams of glory, followed by nightmares of bloody cannibalism. Those who don't shrink from such visions or report them to priests of Thrym receive more of the same. If a frost giant comes to relish these dreams and nightmares, as some do, Vaprak sets a troll upon a sacred quest to find the frost giant and meet it in secret. The troll offers up its own body to be devoured in Vaprak's name. Only the boldest and most determined frost giants can finish such a gory feast. And then there's other bits and pieces that affect the lore and things. But yeah, essentially, it's just a bigger, badder version of a frost giant that has additional abilities and stuff.
Yes.
Sweet.
Fun.
That's fine. I'm just going to turn around and go, Henreck, this is going to be a hard one if we fight this, so tread carefully.
If she's in here, then we need to kill that thing.
Not necessarily. Probably yes, but not necessarily.
I would also say you feel a faint hum from your medallion.
There's a big fucking frost giant.
Yeah.
You'll probably see me go a bit uneasy.
Anything else from Voltaire at present?
Not now, no.
Fuego.
I am going to follow Rick.
So stealth check from you. I don't believe you have anything that gives you advantage on stealth, do you?
Yep.
Ooh.
Okay, that's fine. I mean, I'm pretty sure I'm not going to outroll that, but I'm going to have a look anyway. Nope, that's an 8. So yeah, you're good.
Mad skills.
Can I see
Mad.
anything over in the direction where he's sniffing at?
Let me check your line of sight. From your current position, based on line of sight, no, you wouldn't be able to see anything.
Okay.
Henreck!
Henrik is going to hold. He's going to hold his axe in one hand, and he's going to hold a javelin in the other, and he's going to ready an action in case they get in case the troll knows that everyone's in the room. Sorry, the giant knows everyone's in the room. Then he'll throw an attack.
So are you holding the javelin in your offhand? Or are you
No.
holding your javelin in your main hand and your axe in your offhand?
Yes.
Okay.
But when I throw, yeah.
So you still get your strength modifier on your javelin
Yeah.
attack, because if it was in your offhand, you wouldn't. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Hailmin, held action. What are you doing with it?
Are you there?
Oh no! Are you muted, mate?
Hi guys.
Hi.
I'm not really sure, is what I was saying. I think Hailmin is waiting to hear back from Fuego and Riv, who he knows are invisible in here, and just mumbling as quietly as he can to Henreck and just be like, just keep calm, keep your wits about you.
Henrik puts a hand on Hillman's shoulder, and Hillman can feel Henrik's hand shaking. Like he feels like tremoring, basically.
Just FYI, I have now rolled the giant into the initiative order.
Oh shit!
Cool. And as soon as he feels that, then Hailmin will just prepare himself in case anything goes awry. He's not going to ready the spell that he's got in mind, but he's working out a plan in his own mind of what he's going to do next.
So
But he
Hailman's
will-
holding his action again and sort of continuing to think.
Yeah, because he's waiting for more information from the two that are invisible. But he will put his hand on the on Henrik's hand and just be like, "We've been through a lot, and I believe in you. You have nothing to fear, my friend."
Okay. Riv's turn.
I'm gonna move a bit more.
So again, advantage stealth check, please.
23.
Okie doke.
So
Pretty sure that will... Yep, beats out mine. That's fine. Yeah, ignore the big, massive squares. The actual map itself is relatively smaller than it appears to be.
can you make like the grid lines a different colour, like red or green or something, just so we can differentiate it?
Let me
I'd say
see.
it's working out about 3 squares to 25 feet.
Let me see if there's a way to...
I think you can do it in the GM settings because I've been playing with that with one of my things.
let me try that.
Oh, that's trippy.
Yeah, but does it help?
Tatum.
Yeah, themed.
Hey!
Let me make it solid black.
That's better. Kind of.
Yeah, is it?
I don't know. I thought so, but now I'm kind of getting a bit cross-eyed looking at it.
Yeah, it kind of
Maybe
looks
not.
like you're looking for a chain link fence. Just use the distance finder and yeah.
Cool. Yeah, maybe that's not helped.
No, I don't think that's helped
Sorry.
whatsoever.
So I've moved there, and that's my go. Oh, I'm just going to use my free action just to, again, message everybody going, it still hasn't noticed us. Keep your nerve. Keep quiet. That's me done.
Voltaire.
Can I sneakily come away down, down
mean,
here?
You can try measure yourself out your movement range, and then you can get to there and do me a stealth check.
You can be stealthy.
I've got proficiency in it, so I should be okay.
Ooh.
Heavy armor. Oh, fuck. Fuck, I forgot to wear heavy armor.
Do you know what's really, really funny about this?
No, but I'm sure you'll let us know.
Go on.
As you blunder and tromp and stomp your way down there, approaching what you thought was a dead troll.
Right.
You clever boy.
A troll zombie rises to
Troll
its
zombie.
feet, immediately in front of you. Gets a surprise attack. Does a... Let me just check. It's plus to hit.
As soon as the zombie soul stands up, Baltic looks and goes, "Clever girl."
I mean, I'm guessing a 23 will hit.
Yep.
Yep. So is... Oh, you fucking kidding me? You gotta be fucking joking.
2 ones.
2d6, and it was a 1 and a 1.
Oh,
I'm not even kidding.
Tis
Double
but
one
scratch.
plus 4, so that's 6 damage that you take.
Is that shit or
on
bust
that.
dice again?
It was both of my critical roll dice, and then let me just roll it into the initiative as well. Ooh, that rolled quite well. What's its dex? Ooh, -2. Its dex really hurt. So that is strong.
Good.
Okay. So that'll be it for Voltaire. Next up is the Frost Giant, which is going to move round to here.
Why?
Because I rolled a d4 and
yes.
1 and 2 was north, 3 and 4 was south, and it was a 2. So
Could you
unfortunately,
imagine if players could do that more often, like question
the
DM?
dice were just not on your side. That's just where it moved to. So it goes up to there. It's going to not notice Riv. That is absolutely fine. We go.
I'm going to move to there. And then I am going to, it's not a magic spell, so it should still keep me invisible, but I'm going to throw a playing card 30 feet to there. Yeah.
So you're going to attempt to throw a playing card a full 30 feet.
If Fuego does this, that would be very impressive.
That's some fucking dynamo shit, that is.
I mean, 30 foot is fucking far to lob a playing card.
I think I know.
He's tied it to a stone, and then
Point within 30 feet.
what was the movie with like all the
It's not just a playing
Woody
card.
Harrelson and all that?
Hang on. What about at a point in 30 feet here? What are you saying?
Said I can throw it to the ground at a point within 30 feet of me.
Well, why? What is it?
A playing card.
From the.
Just tell
Wait.
me where it lands.
Fuego doesn't have a deck of many things. Henreck does.
No, it doesn't.
Tell me where it lands, please. Are you happy for it to land there?
Well, it depends what it is. You don't get to determine and decide for yourself that it's fine. What is it that you're doing? And I'll tell you if it works.
I am throwing a playing card on the ground from my deck of illusions.
Ooh.
Right, so it's not a playing card. You're throwing a card from the deck of illusions on the ground.
It's a playing card. It says on it, it's a playing card.
You don't play games with a deck of illusions, do you? It looks like a playing card, but it isn't a playing card, is it?
Only psychos play cards with them.
Playing Snap with a deck of many things.
Yeah, why not?
Fuego doesn't have a deck of many things.
No, I was just saying in general.
Henreck does.
Right, let's have a look at the deck of illusions.
Is this-
Which I don't recall giving to Fuego, but I probably did at some point.
I know Sam has one of those.
I think it was a long time ago you gave it to
Yeah,
him.
back at the festival. I think.
You can use an action to draw a card at random from the deck and throw it at a point within 30 feet of you. Yeah, it doesn't say a playing card, it just says draw a card at random from the deck.
It's a set of parchment cards. To me, that's a playing card.
Ah,
It'll be the same shape and weight and everything as a playing card.
Well, parchment's paper, playing card's a card.
Oh, technicalities.
Card.
I'm imagining this is like the Fuego and the Troll that are arguing about
Well,
this.
there needs to
not-
be some way of determining what exactly it is that you've thrown as well. And I don't
Yeah,
have a...
Out, I have written everything down. I've put it in a bucket and I've handed the bucket to Ali. He can show you.
Right.
It's folded up.
No, it's fine. I'm just looking at the description of how the fucking thing works.
No need.
Which one do
Well, there is a need, because I need to know how it works, don't I?
I'm on about no need.
No need to what?
I'm on about no need for the attitude with me.
The same could be said to you.
Deck of many things.
So if you're indicating a point within 30 feet, it lands wherever you throw it.
Okay. If I asked you where does it land,
Well, it lands wherever you throw it.
also I can throw it 30 feet.
yeah.
It says a point within 33. It lands where you throw it. No, this is why I need to know the description of what it is that you're trying to do. So specify exactly the point that you want it to be, and that's where it lands. Right, so it lands there.
And now I'm just
Oh. Nine of clubs.
Ooh, what is it?
Ogre.
Did you say Odor or Ogre?
Ogre.
Ogre with an odour.
Yeah, nine of clubs.
Deck of illusion.
Oh, I can't see that.
Oh.
Yeah, grab a shape.
We can't do any harm or any damage. It looks and appears real, and he can use an intelligence save of DC 15 to notice it's an illusion, or he can go over and interact with it. And if he touches it, it then becomes an illusion. He knows it's an illusion.
I love the deck of illusions.
It's actually pretty cool.
As if
Was
by
it there? Was
magic.
it lower? Was it about there?
But that's
Yeah.
fine.
It's on there.
Right, fine. Henreck?
Henreck's going to turn to Hillman and just sort of say, I think we need to get in this now. We've got no choice. And then he's going to step out and throw the javelin at the zombie troll.
Zombie troll.
Zombie
So,
troll.
are you moving about 20 feet closer then? Because
Yeah,
short range on a
yeah, I'm
javelin 30 feet, yeah?
Yeah, I'll move a wee bit closer and then to it.
Okay, so just make it a ranged attack roll.
Da, 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 da. 13 plus 7. Perfect.
Yeah, that'll hit. I don't need to double check. That'll be fine.
1d6 plus 4. Oh god damn it. 1 plus 4, so 5 damage.
Okie dokie.
And then as a bonus action, I'll enter rage. So see if I enter rage, can I enter do I need to? Is it an action to enter frenzy rage, or is it just a bonus action to enter rage and then frenzy rage?
I believe that is an action.
Right, I'll enter rage just now then.
Hang on, let me double check.
What's that? Hold on. Starting when you choose this path at 3rd level, you can enter a frenzy. When you rage, if you do so, restoration of failure. A single melee weapon attack and bonus action on each turns. You suffer 1 level. It doesn't specify.
Oh no, I know. Yeah, no, it's your bonus action to enter the frenzied rage. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah, so I've entered frenzy rage.
Cool.
And yeah, that'll be me. Oh wait, no, I've got 2 of these. I've got 2 attacks. I'll throw it again. That time is a 15 plus 7.
Cool.
Oh, it's all kicking off.
2 plus 4, so 6 damage this time.
No problem.
Can't be used again, so don't put that one back in.
Is that troll blooded yet?
No.
And I can't do the 3rd attack because I've entered the frenzy rage. So
Yeah, that's right.
Yep.
But then you get 3 on your next turn. Yeah.
Yes.
3
Fantastic.
attacks. Cool.
I know.
Gonna need them.
We're gonna need them. And then as my speaking action, I'm just gonna shout Ingrid to see if she's in here.
Helmet.
So after seeing Henreck and hearing Henreck say we need to get involved in this, he's going to carry on kind of staying back at this moment in time. He knows physically he's maybe not going to be able to do much, so he's going to look at Henreck, and after feeling, and he's going to cast haste onto Henreck, whilst also just staying back.
Amazing.
Oh,
Oh, this is gonna be insane.
What does haste do again?
Haste gives you, I think it's an extra 2 to your AC, gives you double movement, and also gives you another action that you can take during your turn.
Cool.
For how many turns is it?
So
This is for 1 minute. I will add it to the chat.
word. Concentration as well.
So I'm just going to stand back myself to try and keep myself out of trouble from getting hit, so I can keep concentration on it this time.
Cool.
And yeah, he's going to cast that on Henreck, and he's basically just going to shout, do what you do best.
Cheers, brother. And then yeah.
That'll be Hailman's turn.
Okie
Knock
dokie.
that spell slot off.
Next up is the troll. Won't be a second.
That's a lot of dice.
Shenanigans.
Different dice. Lots of different dice.
Different dice.
So Bolter takes 27 points of damage.
Do not like.
yeah, I don't like that either.
Oh god.
Well, Baltier's looking seriously hot.
Already.
Ooh.
Oh, decently hot, yeah.
One second.
Yeah, we're taking nearly 40 points of damage. 30 points of damage. Yeah.
Ooh.
Rivs go.
I am going to carry on creeping closer to this troll. How close do I need to get? I want to throw my portable shadow at it. If thrown at an enemy, bright light is reduced to dim light around them, limiting their vision and imposing disadvantage. If in dim light, the enemy is blinded.
I'd say with it just being a handful of powder within 10 feet.
Okay, so... Oh, I've lost my mouse. Where's it gone? So I am going to...
Blowing the powder.
Gonna get my powder out. Yeah, so I'm gonna... stealth up close to it. And... I'm going to ask a question now that I know the answer to and I'm not going to like. I'm a tiny gnome. It's a massive giant.
Yeah.
Climb inside it.
I'm going to say, I'm going to have to climb up it to blow the powder at it? Or does it affect it from its body? Does it need to be in its face?
I mean, one of its 3 faces.
One of its 3 faces, not overall.
Well, it has 3 heads, so if you're throwing it in its eyes to blind it...
Yes.
Pinch it just a bit. Like, you take that one. You take that one. You take that one.
Will it only affect one? Or will it affect all of them?
Depends on how good you throw it.
Oh!
If you get a good scatter shot, maybe you can get all 3 heads.
I love that. What would you like me to roll?
I would say some form of dexterity-based skill check. So just a dex check will probably.
Do you want
be fine.
stealth as well? Because I'm still invisible.
No, I'll just say you've stealthed. It's busy. It's trying to decide whether to go and try and eat an ogre or continue looking for the people it was looking for beforehand. So it's a little bit distracted at the moment. So I wouldn't say you'd need any sort of a roll to sneak up it as a tiny gnome.
So a dex save.
No, just
Nope.
a dex-based skill attack,
Dex
I think.
skill.
So yeah, just a dex check.
21.
Let me see if I can. Yeah, fine. Why not? You managed to scatter enough dust in all 3 faces that they're all suitably blinded and disadvantaged on further looking and attacking checks.
Cool. Doesn't say how long for. Is that just for the...
Yeah, just for the foreseeable. I mean, it's not permanently until it washes its eyes.
Until it has a...
And until it rinses the dust out of its face. Yeah.
Cool. Then I'm going to... I didn't use all my movement, so I'm just going to take a step back out of flailing range, and that will be my turn.
Cool. Voltaire.
I'll be using one of my potions of swallow to heal myself back up, so that's 1d6.
She's spell swallow.
That's 3 plus
I heard
4.
that.
It's for 4 times 4. Oh, 1d4. And then I'm going to use my bonus action to cast Igni, so it's a dexterity saving throw, please.
Okay, let me just open up its character sheet again.
Can't imagine a troll's got very good.
It's
an ogre.
-2. It's a zombie troll as well, remember?
Ooh.
I was going to say, can't
What
imagine
must
it's got
that
amazing
smell
dexterity.
like?
Oh, terrible. Absolutely terrible, I'd imagine. Yeah. Well, that is a 14 minus 2, which I think is lower than your DC, right? So it
Thank God for that, yeah. It's
fails, yeah.
It fails, so it's 2d10 fire damage, which is 8.
What you
Okay.
want?
And I can't
you
use
want?
my extra attack, so that's that. That's me.
giant is up next, and it will, understandably, very confused by just having suddenly been blinded, start lashing around. So I'm going to roll the d4. I'm going to roll it out in the open on roll 20. 1 is north, 2 is east, and so on and so on. If it gets a 4, it's going to blunder off in this direction. Anywhere else, it's basically going to run straight into a wall and hurt itself. So
Come on.
Come on, Wall.
it just goes bang straight into the wall ahead of it.
Ooh.
And let's give it, because of the size of the thing, 17 points of damage. Why not?
Wow.
That might be helpful, actually.
Not bad. Not bad.
That's all it's going to do, because it's extremely confused and disoriented. So that would be Fuego to go next.
I'm going to move to here. It's my 30 foot. Do I need to do a stealth check again?
No, it's blind and just headbutted a wall. It doesn't have a fucking clue what's going on.
Then I'll use my action. I'm going to use my action to dash because realistically I'm heading towards there. But as I'm coming past the stone, will I see them too?
You will, yes.
It'll obviously stop me from dashing my full distance if I did, that's all.
Cool.
So I will, instead of going, I'll stop there and kind of like look back at myself.
Hello there.
And I will pop up images of who you see. Show to everyone.
Ooh, wowza.
Me, wow.
Why is there a
You see-
magnifying glass on a vagina?
It's because I was hovering over the picture. And it's to zoom in. It's the zoom button to.
I was going to say, I didn't see that.
Well, you see where Scott was looking, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I was looking at the orc head.
that's the larger lady that you see, and then next to her you see.
She got-
Oh, dibs.
That's probably your younger sister. You slag.
Am I saying, is it Esther?
Esther.
Esther, yeah, Esther,
right.
yeah.
So yeah, as I get that, I'm just going to be like, hello, ladies.
Wee
well-
wah.
One of them is a lady. One of them is a teenage girl, approximately 13 years in age.
Hello, ladies.
That ain't 13.
I'm still,
There are no visible body things. It's just a pretty face. What's your problem?
I think
God.
it's 'cause our daughters have both turned 13 in the last few weeks. Both
I mean,
me and the cat.
you've both been on TikTok, right?
Well, that's true.
No, I don't go on TikTok.
I mean, most of them wear basically nothing now and dance for millions of people to watch. That is teenagers of this generation.
Fair enough.
Ah!
I'm sorry. But it's
Ah!
gone are the days of an half bottle of Smirnoff and a fag dancing to Cascada in somebody's back room. That's not how the world works anymore.
Look at you with your
Memories.
Smirnoff and Cascada,
Memories.
not like woodpecker cider and like fucking like.
Light.
It's a generational difference.
Yeah.
Gee, I'm with you, mate. I'm with you.
See, Callum knows what it was like to be a teenager within the last sort of 10 years. Ali and Angela have been there as well. They know.
Oh, I was all about the white lightning.
Yeah, I remember the days.
Frosty
Dong,
Jacks.
Frosty Jacks.
Yes, Ali.
D22.
Anyway, that's what Fuego sees as he rounds the corner.
yeah, I'm just
Um,
like,
the-
hello, ladies. But obviously I'm still invisible, so.
Yeah, the taller of the two looks quite sufficiently injured, like she's been doing the best that she can not to die. The younger of the two seems largely untouched and not injured in any way, shape, or form that you can.
I shall
determine.
remain that way.
Yes, she shall. Forever.
Yes.
Action then. Oh, no, I use my bonus action to dash. Then I use my action to dash.
Yes,
I use my bonus action to do a healing word on the one that looks the most wounded.
you can. Yeah.
It'll only be low level 1 because I ain't randomers.
She doesn't know where it's come from because she can't currently see you. She's getting a bit of a second wind. She doesn't know why, but she seems a little bit more like she's up to fighting form. She is going to do an intelligence check to see if she realizes that ogre isn't real. She does not. She entirely is convinced that is a real ogre. So they're going to both peel off in this direction. Sorry, I accidentally dragged Fuego with them. Moving back. They're going to sort of retreat a little bit further away. And then we will, I assume that being Fuego's turn, move back on to Henreck, who at this point, in fact, Henreck do an intelligence save to see if you realise that ogre isn't real.
That's a really good point.
The one thing. That's cocked.
Now you know how Bogard feels.
Now you know what the attack's like. It's a 12 plus 1. 13.
Was it a 15 to determine?
You use your action to do an intelligence check. It's DC 15.
Yeah, so he got a 13. So you think that ogre is real. So Henreck is now convinced that there's an evil ogre. I mean, I assume that thing doesn't apply to only what you want it to. It applies to anything that looks at it, right?
And I'd assume so, because it doesn't specify, so I would assume that way, yes.
I'm going to rule in my own favour then and say Henreck is now also convinced there's also an ogre to fight that's just appeared out of nowhere.
Okay.
It could have been worse. It could have been a Medusa or a succubus.
You should do that with your facial hair,
If it was a
Callum. You look
succubus,
kind of
would
French.
Fuego believe that it wasn't real and not try sleeping with it?
Henreck, I need some help.
Wait, sorry. Do I see, because the ogre, I know the ogre's in my way, but do I see Ingrid at this point?
No, you see an ogre.
Right. And I just heard Balthair shout there. So I'm going to go and help Balthair.
Yeah, I'm going to be nice and say it didn't cost your action to determine whether the ogre was real. I'm just going to say you now think that there is an ogre there. So it's up to you whether you want to try and encounter the ogre and realize it's not real, throw a javelin at it, whatever you want to do.
I can use one of my attacks to see if the ogre's real with the javelin.
In theory, yeah.
Yeah, I'll do that then. I'll use one of my because I get 4. I get 4 things now.
Cool. You've got your attack, your extra attack, and then your frenzied attack. So you get 3 attacks.
And
And
haste.
And then
and haste. Oh yeah, you're hasted, aren't you? Of course you are. Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. So I'll use the haste and I'll throw.
So get a bit closer because you've got double movement as well. So
Yeah.
get a bit closer to throw a javelin.
So I'll use that and I'll throw the javelin. 17.
17.
17 plus 7.
Make it again for me. So
Cool.
make it at disadvantage.
Oh shit! 3 plus 7.
Okay, so
10.
yeah. Well, because it's not real, you're actually throwing through it.
Yeah, but
No, it's too late. It's too late. You didn't think. It's a hologram. It's not a real ogre. So you throw a javelin at it. And because it's past your 30 feet, you throw it at disadvantage. So you threw it at a 10. So it does miss, thankfully. But you do now know that the ogre isn't real, and as it passes through, you see Ingrid appear on the other side of the ogre.
The ogre is now translucent, whatever, see-through, whatever you call it, transparent.
Yeah.
So I think everybody will now know it's not real.
Yeah.
Time slows down, and as Henreck sees Ingrid, and
Javelin barreling towards a face that he's just thrown.
and I'm pretty sure, see if she notices the javelin, she's just going to notice like a big giant ginger guy throwing it.
He said, "You motherfucking."
Right,
So that's
I'm gonna
one
use the
attack.
I'm going to use the rest of my movement to get up to the zombie troll,
Yeah,
Which one?
the one that's attacking Balthair.
the one that's currently quote unquote alive.
Yes.
The one that is currently alive.
Yeah, that one.
Did the cleric come with us?
No, he just.
Oh!
Anyone might think that this was designed in mind with the fact that there was now a cleric in the pie.
As I'm running over, though, I'm going to shout towards Ingrid, "Get out of here now!" And then I'm going to swing my axe at the zombie troll. I can't remember if this is a thing for the cleaver. Is it a bonus action to turn it on fire?
I can't remember. It's been so long since we designed the thing.
I'll say it's
let's
on fire,
let's just assume it's a bonus action.
Well, yeah, because I still get my 3 attacks. So yeah, bonus action. I've turned it on fire.
One of your attacks is your bonus action, is it not? The frenzied rage, isn't it a bonus action to make an extra attack? So yeah, so you've used one bonus action to set it on fire, then you can make 2 attacks.
Yeah, do that now. 10 plus 7, 17.
Yep.
I'll just roll the other damage and I'll roll the other attack to see if it hits.
Yep.
18 plus 7, yeah.
Oh, not a 1.
So 2 d12 plus the axe, the cleaver, and then plus 2. So right. So the first one is a 4 plus 4 plus 2, so 10, and then the next one's a 9 plus 4 plus 2.
15.
That was 15. So yeah, 25 damage.
Yeah, it looks. I mean, well, it's a zombie, so it already looked pretty shit. But
It looks like warm shit now.
Yeah. Now it looks even shitter than shit because it's dead. Cool. Yep, Hellman.
So he'll use his speaking or talking action just to shout to Henreck and be like, "Is that Ingrid, Henreck?"
Yeah, that's Ingrid. That is Ingrid. And I'm now noticing like the other one, like the other person. I'm like, who the fuck is that?
Question: did Hailman see that other troll come back up to life, or would he have not seen that?
This one,
the one that they're fighting, yeah. Would he have seen that kind of animate?
That's closer to you than Ingrid is. So if you've seen Ingrid, I'm pretty sure you'd see that troll. Yeah.
Oh, that's okay because. Well, I heard him talking.
Yeah, no, it's fine. Yeah, you've seen the troll. It's a troll. It's big. You've seen it. Yeah.
So I'll use my action to move a bit closer. Move away from the other troll that he can see that's dead.
In quotes, in air quotes, dead. Maybe that one really is dead. How you don't know?
I know, but Hailman is going to use the intelligence that he has and think it's not. And then I think I'm going to try casting a cantrip I haven't done before. Ooh. And it'll be going to cast Mind Slither on the troll that they are both currently engaged with.
An intelligence saving throw. Have a guess. Inspiration to anyone that guesses correctly.
-3.
Something.
No, not the minus. The actual intelligence score.
Oh, I'm going to go with about 6.
They're not that intelligent. I'm going to say 9.
So Ali says 6. Henreck says 9. Angela said
2.
2. Scott.
I was going to say 3, which works out perfectly.
4.
Cat. 4. Well, that's inspiration to Angela then, because it has a 2 in intelligence.
Wow.
For a -4 to an intelligence saving throw.
Wow.
Now, Eva, that was fantastic performances by all of us that we haven't meted, even if we have. But
given that it's not a real enemy, I know you haven't.
I haven't even looked in my book, so I just
Looking them up.
Same.
I look them up on the game, but
it has proficiency in one type of saving throw, which is wisdom, which gives it +0 instead of -2.
So it's a very wise zombie in comparison to everything else.
I rolled a 2, so that's a -2 on its intelligence saving throw. So I'm going to let you re-roll that damage.
Thank you.
That's incredible.
Oh, another one in there. But 5 points of
Yeah,
damage.
why not? We'll call it 5 points of damage. Yeah, that's absolutely fine. And then that's what minus 1d4 from the next saving throw. So if you do it again, it then has
Oh, it's
minus
only
4
yeah.
plus minus 3. So minus 7 on its next intelligence saving throw.
Oh,
Oh, that's ridiculous. Okay. After Hailman is the troll. So it's suitably pissed off, I would guess, by Henreck, going to turn on Henreck now and leave Valterra alone for a moment.
Come at me, bruv.
Oh, what happened with Henrik and the troll? Because I was upstairs tending to the boy.
They made out. It's pretty gross.
The troll was Ingrid.
Oh my
Why,
god!
why is everyone trying to save the ginger lass? It's the troll we're trying to save it.
What a twist!
It definitely hits. So
Maybe I've got a 17 to AC.
yeah, they still definitely hit. So that is 7 plus 3, so that's 10 plus 8. 18, but it is actually physical damage, which you're still resistant to. So 9 points of damage to Henreck.
Sweet. Yep.
Any kind of elemental in that, I fucking had you. What's next? Next is... Ooh, it is these two.
What two? Oh.
They've dashed because it was them. Riv is up next.
Now, this giant thing is blundering around but not actively engaged with anything. Do I want to just stab it anyway for the fun of it?
I mean, if you want to try and take it down all by yourself, that's fine. Because it's blind and blundering around, I'll give you sneak attack even on your own.
Well, I was gonna. Yeah, I'm gonna.
So Riv's gonna try and take down this frost giant all by a lonesome. That's fine.
Yeah. Well,
why not?
I'm fairly close to it, so I'm going to use my movement to. Now it will disengage my invisibility, but it is. Is it blinded or does it just have disadvantage?
It's blinded. Blinded means it has disadvantage.
Cool.
When attacking and such, because it can't really see. I mean, it's not actually blind. It's just it can't see because you've thrown a lot of shit in its eyes.
Cool. How tall is it compared to Riv? Where does she come? I mean, are we talking knee? Are we talking groin height? Are we talking hip?
Huge, so
You reach a toe.
it's giant size, bogrod size. So it's about 9 foot minimum, so upwards of 9 feet tall. So if you're about 3 foot, it's about 3 times the size of you. So you'd be up to about the knee.
Right.
Stab it.
Kneecap.
Huh? I can't hear you, Ange.
Jump and stab it in the balls.
Yeah, I was going to kind of use my boots of boots of spider climbing to kind of like run up it like it's a wall, stab it in the kidneys, and like jump off and run off again.
Okay, oh nowhere.
Or is that a bit too much? You can try.
You can certainly try.
What would you like me to roll for that one?
I'd call it acrobatics just to see if you manage to successfully run up it. Nope. You run into it.
I've got a
and
plus
just sort of
6.
bounce off of its leg. You can still make your attack, but yeah, you don't get to do cool ninja flips.
Damn it. So I'm going to sneak attack it with my short sword. For 16.
16. What is its AC?
17.
15. So no, that does hit. So that's 24 points of damage.
Sweet. And then I'm going to...
moved about 10 feet, so you've got about 15 feet left to back away.
I'm going to disengage and move out the way again.
Cool. So you disengage and back off to around about where you started, I assume?
Yep. I'm just going to take advantage of any kind of natural if there's any crevices there that I can climb up into, just to make sure I'm definitely out of the way.
Try and keep yourself a little bit hidden.
Oh yeah, because I'm not invisible now.
Yeah, no problemo.
Sweet.
Voltaire is up next.
Voltaire's just going to swing his silver longsword at its face and try and slit it. There's 25 hit.
Yeah, 25 will hit. That's an AC of 12, so...
That's an 8.
Cool.
Then I'm going to cast Ignite, so that's a dex saving throw, please.
That's a nat 1, so that's a fail.
Oh, that's 2d10 damage. So 10.
10 plus 8, so 18.
And then I get to do my extra attack, and it's going to be the longsword again. Is that 19 hit? Yeah, you've told me that.
Yeah.
Yep.
6 to 6, which was
Cool.
fucking piss poor.
Yeah, it is looking extremely weak.
Oh, fuck's sake.
Next up is the giant.
Oh god.
It plows south into that
I
for...
think the giant's going to sort itself out.
I kind of feel
Seems like.
sorry for it now.
I feel even worse for it after that.
Oh.
That's fucking pretty rosy. Let's just leave it alone. Leave it alone to wander.
I feel sad for it now.
Not sad is weak, Rev, remember.
Fuego's go.
Can you replace my other card with whatever Ali pulls out of the bucket, please? Remember to put it back in. Because
I've not been putting them back in, don't worry.
So do we see,
No one wants a
when
double bit.
see when that one disappears, do we all notice that it disappears?
Rev's got a friend.
Oh, what is it?
2 of hearts. Goblin.
I'm not a goblin.
Goblin
You know what? You're a gnome. Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot.
Rev's a goblin.
I'm sorry.
I'm so offended.
I keep floating between the two. It's like, is it goblin? Is it gnome? Is it gnome? Is it goblin?
Oh, if I could have heard that in character. Oh, see? That's a goblin. I'm not a goblin.
Sorry.
Yeah, don't say that in character.
I'm not.
What is that?
2 of hearts. Goblin. I can barely hear you.
I'm moving to there.
Cool.
I'm kind of behind that little pillar thing.
Yep. Is that it for Fuego?
Yep, that's it.
Okay. Henreck.
I'm going to finish this thing off and then see if I can make it towards Ingrid. So I'll finish this thing off first, hopefully.
Hopefully.
11 plus 7.
Oh, I'm not getting taken out by that one again. Not 2 sessions in a row.
Phew, I'm over the other side of the room.
6 plus 7 plus 2. So
Yeah, no,
15.
I had 7 HP, so yeah, it's 10.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to take it. I'm just going to like lob its head off, and as I'm like turning to lob its head off, I'm just going to start running towards Ingrid and the other one.
Look
And
at you.
Helmet just shout, smooth.
And as soon as I get to the two, I'm just going to start like checking them. Who the fuck is this?
She'll just respond with, "Now's not the time. We need to finish that thing," and she'll round on that.
And then if she's walked away from me, I noticed the other one still sat.
No, the other one is like sort of basically clinging to her. They're going as a pair.
Oh, okay. Right, and then I noticed that she's walked away from me. So, fuck's sake. So then I start running towards the giant.
We'll say you can get to about there.
Cool. And that'll be me because I can't. Oh, I can. I'll throw 2 javelins. I'll throw 2 javelins after to see if that makes a difference.
Cool. You're just going to ignore the goblin that's materialised in front of your face here.
Oh yeah, do you want me to? Oh yeah, intelligence. Sorry.
Yeah, just to see if you realise that it's another one of Fuego's tricks.
7 + 8.
But then aren't goblins
yeah, that's fine. It was
inherently
15.
evil?
Wait, 7 + 8? You'd have a +8 to intelligence.
7 + 1. Sorry,
He's actually
7 +
really
1.
intelligent.
Yeah, no, so you're
Just
convinced
play
that
stupid.
goblin is real, so it's up to you whether you would choose to ignore the goblin and attack the giant or kill the goblin first.
I'm gonna shout towards. I'm gonna. You try to deal with a goblin. I've got a giant.
Right. Hang on, let me do her intelligence save. 1 sec.
It's not
Can't
even
be that
real,
intelligent.
dickhead.
It's an illusion, you dipshit.
I'm just kind of excited to myself. I was like, never remember why.
Right, now you can throw your 2 javelins.
Yeah, now it's an illusion. I'm gonna throw. So the first one was an 18, and the second one is 6 + 7, so 13 + 2.
First one hits.
Oh, wait, no, yeah, sorry, the first one hits, so it's a D6 + 4 + 2. 2 + 4, which is 6 + 2, so 8.
Cool.
There we go.
Yep, absolutely fine.
I'm so sure this thing's blooded now.
Back to Helen. Back to Helen.
You're not meant to get monsters.
I've seen Henreck start dishing into this giant. Yes.
Oh yeah.
So he will shout to Henreck and shout, "Do you want me to get those 2 safe?" And as he says that, he's just going to throw a firebolt towards the giant.
I thought you said throw
Blinded
them
thing.
towards the 2 of them.
Can we take care of them?
I'll kill those ones, yeah.
I'll get the little ones.
Yeah, that's absolutely fine.
Cool. So it's not as good as, but yeah, 9 points of fire damage, but he'll shout that to Henreck. And what does Henreck say?
Henry's gonna turn around and say, "Get the 2 of them out of here as fast as you can."
You could trust me. And then he will wait there, do the firebolt, and then just wait there and kind of beckon to the 2 females to like, follow me. We're leaving. I'm getting you out of here. And that will be Hailman's turn.
Okay. They would be up next, so she's going to say to the smaller of the 2, head that way, who will do so. And she's going to go, I can look after myself, little man, and charge straight at the giant.
Okie dokie.
Henrik is like, I'm trying to think of what's a good romantic.
Henrik, is your loincloth just got a bit bloody tighter?
Okay.
Henrik is super excited.
He's hearing, I want to know what love is.
Yep, that's that. That is Riv's turn next.
So if the giant is actively engaged with Ingrid, I am going to do the sneak up behind it and stab it in the ass maneuver. So
The old stab it in the ass.
the old stab it in the ass.
The old ye oldie sneak up behind it and stab it in the ass.
Yeah,
The
that's
old
the one.
switcheroo.
Where she gets a nat 1 and kills Henrek's girlfriend.
I'm behind the giant. I'm not near her at all. So
Slipped through its legs accidentally and cut off a foot.
Oh no!
no.
No, you're fine. Yeah, that's fine.
Oh, sneaky.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to disengage and move back to where I was before.
Oh, he's looking very upset. Is the giant?
I jump in. Oh,
Sure, go.
is it? Lovely. I can't remember the range on my crossbows.
Long enough.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm going to.
Oh, God, I hope that is in the description of the item.
Range long enough.
That'd be great.
How far can they shoot? Far enough.
15 hit, good sir.
It does, yes.
The goblin or the big guy?
I'll go for the big guy. It's a bigger threat to me right now.
Big guy in that Henreck.
No, they're going to use my bonus action to fire off hide. Well, hit.
No.
Then I'm going to use my extra attack for Jekyll again. Oh, that's... Oh,
God damn it.
oh well.
Right.
I bigged myself up too much.
It's now its turn, and it is just going to wildly start swinging its great axe around now. 'Cause it keeps getting, oh yeah, definitely at disadvantage because it keeps getting attacked from all sorts of places. It's also going to enter its own rage as well. Vaprax Rage, which is its ability. Okay. So first attack is a 9 plus 11, so that's at disadvantage. And then a 6 or a 14, so a 6 plus 11, 17. So only one of those is going to hit Ingrid, who is the closest person to them. The 17 misses, but the dirty 20 does unfortunately hit. And that hits for... Hang on, I need...
Oh, sugar, we've not been including the fire damage on the axe.
Were you not factoring that into your calculations?
No.
Oh, well, more fool you.
Like he says, it's been a while since we've actually done it. For like those other attacks, it was literally just as an accessory, I suppose.
So it smacks Ingrid with a great axe for 32 points of slashing damage.
Shit.
Fuck me.
No.
How is she looking?
Very much unconscious. And yeah. Not very much so unconscious. Fuego's go.
Why did you say happy about it?
I'm going to cast my dancing sword, because that's a bonus action, isn't it?
Believe so, yeah.
Do the attack on that one. My action's going to be to draw another card, so I'll do that one first. And then move to there, and then
You draw another card, you say?
yeah, I'm drawing a card over. That I'm drawing a
Ooh.
card here.
Sexy.
What have I got?
Queen of Spades, Medusa.
An ancient drag. Henry's going to start freaking out because he's like, why is everything appearing from these goddamn snow?
Magic snow.
The funny thing is, because that thing's blind, it can't see any of these illusions. So they're just serving to distract the party.
That's true.
Listen, Fuego has a tactic and he's sticking to it. One thing I love is continuity.
Consistency.
Lord is going to stab this dead zombie.
Okay. Yeah, you successfully stab a dead troll, that one.
So we know that one's not coming back, that's fine.
Yeah.
Double tap.
Just make sure. Yeah.
That's it for that turn.
Cool. Henreck.
Oh, and I
Henry,
another card, guys. So
You want what?
I will shout to everybody, it's another card.
Right, okay.
The actual Medusa's turned up.
Henrik just seen Ingrid getting just smacked about. He's going to run straight towards the giant.
Cool.
And use all 3 attacks on the giant.
Oh, the goblin's still there as well. Nobody's spotted.
I thought they disappeared after.
No, I can have as many
you
cards.
cast them on. Oh, cool, fine. Yeah, no worries.
It's a
We'll
monster
just,
party.
there's still a goblin there. We'll use this troll to symbolise
The
it.
monster man.
First one's a 14 plus 7.
Yep.
Second one is going to miss 3 plus 7.
Yep.
And 12 plus 7.
Yep.
So 2d12s and then What did we say was the fire
So it's
damage?
2d12 plus 6 plus 4d6.
Right, I'll tell you.
Nice,
Right, so 8 plus 6 for the first
14 plus, so 14 plus 6 plus 6. So 26. And then
was-
add 4d6 to that.
4d6. Right, 4d6. So, 6,
32,
6,
38,
3,
30,
And 4.
41, 45.
Yep.
Okey-dokey. Oh, it looks rather unwell.
Oh. I'm not surprised. You just knocked out Henry's girlfriend. So, and yeah, that's basically all I can really do now.
Cool. Hailman, do you want to finish it off?
I'll be honest, I don't. I'm going to leave that for Riv to sneaking and do the killing blow, but he's going to run over to this. Yes, Esther. But I'm only 3 foot. I imagine she's much taller than me. But as I look at her, do I recognise anything about this person? Anything look familiar to Hailman?
Well, you've definitely never met her before.
No, but does she have any sort of like features that may be like he may recognise from somebody else?
I
Is
don't
what
know. Do a perception check and find out.
Does she have Haleman's eyes?
Not Hailman's.
No.
Do a perception
That would
check
be
and
weird.
find out. No.
No. So that's fine, but no. So I'll run over and take her by the hand, and then just like tell her that we're gonna head for the opening. So I'll just grab the hand and start trying to lead her out and shout to Henreck, "I'll see you outside."
In my head, see in game, Hellman's literally just ran up to this girl and went, okay. And then just.
Is that what you do when you look at somebody? You creep.
Only on occasion.
But no, that'll be that's Hailman's turn. Done. He's trying to save the little one.
Ran off to freedom.
Taller little one.
So Hailman's got a new friend and has buggered off outside. So that would be Ingrid to roll the death save. 1 second. Oh, that's a 20, so that's 2.
Ooh,
Hey,
Wait, on a nat 20, is that not automatic
Yeah, you
stabilization?
get 1 HP.
Yeah, so she's back.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's back. That's fine.
Love
I don't
her.
think that's ever happened before.
No.
She's hard.
well, so is Henrik after he sees it get up.
I was just about to say the same thing.
Ingrid just sits up like
Sits up like the Undertaker.
Yeah. That's where Henrik learned it from.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, Riv, finish this fucking thing off.
Okie dokie. You
Nah,
know what
one.
I'm going to do?
What?
Don't jinx me. Okay, so. Do you want me to do acrobatics again, or I'm just going to try and stab it behind the knee? I'm
If
just
you're
going to
trying
stab
to
it in the
do-
knee.
It's up to you. If you want to try a really cool run-up move, that's But if not, then just stab it.
13. It's not great.
You could get halfway up it, not up to
Okay.
its face. You can get about to its stomach.
Okay, I'm going to.
Disembowel it.
Oh, crap.
Overkill.
I'm glad I wasn't there to see that.
Oh, that makes me moist. Oh. We should.
Killed cat with laughter.
So yeah, you slice across the midriff of this frost giant, and then everybody is devastated as a baby frost giant falls out of its middle. No, I'm joking.
I like that.
Imagine it was like a pregnant mother and it was just trying to defend its home and you've just murdered it. But no, it's just a regular evil, nasty frost giant, which you've now disemboweled and covered Henreck in the blood and guts of as you've sort of eviscerated it from the other side.
And Ingrid would it be also?
Oh yeah, Ingrid as well. Yeah,
Yeah,
she's
yeah.
even more. Yeah, in fact, she can roll for drowning in guts. 1 second. Oh no, she's fine. She's face up, not face down.
Am I covered or am I
Oh yeah,
unscathed?
you'd be absolutely drenched head to toe. Yeah,
Manic grin.
I'm standing like just like
almost
that in
as
front
wet
of
as Baltair, apparently.
Yeah.
Oh, Baltair appreciates a good kill.
And we will say that is the end of the initiative order of that combat. Let me just.
I'm going to go over to Rev and just go, Rev, high five for that. High five. Oh.
Henreck is checking on Ingrid.
Yeah, she at this point has now stood up and is face to face with you and just slaps you square across the face as hard as she possibly can, rocking Henreck for a solid 4 points of damage as well.
Emotional damage?
Just getting slapped across the face damage, and then kisses him full on the mouth.
Henreck embraces it.
So Ingrid's not your mum then?
It continues for like way longer than it should.
Longer than is comfortable for everyone that has decided to stick around and watch.
Riv is open staring with just heart eyes, just like seeing her, but seeing her found happy.
Toby's hovering behind and having a way with himself. No, I'm joking.
Oh.
No, I'm kidding. Yeah, Henry gets hit by something invisible.
What's that wet thing on the back of my leg?
Why is it warm?
Sorry, that's me.
Who's slinging PVA glue around? Let's
salty.
Stop. Let's stop.
Sorry, yeah, right.
This is a tender moment, guys.
Yeah. You're ruining the story, guys. God.
God, you're ruining my story.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so Henreck's pulled away at this point and he just looks at her and goes, "Hello. How are you?"
Hello, who are you? Or how are you?
How are you? I know who this person is.
I've been better. Let's return to camp. There are things we need to discuss.
I'm just going to walk up and go, "Hi, I'm Riv."
Henreck is still sort of starstruck a wee bit.
She won't even respond to Riff at this point. She's not even looked down. Not to be rude, but yeah, she's preoccupied. Like she's just not paid Riv any attention whatsoever.
Where's Haleman?
Haleman buggered off outside with the smaller one, Esther, did he?
Henry's going to chase after Haleman and Esther.
Is Fuego sneaking away?
I'm following the footprint. I was just seeing if I could sneak away while they were all preoccupied with that.
Okay, well they're all gonna go outside, I assume.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, Fuego, if he was to follow the footprints, would find that they lead through a tunnel which comes out of a cave at the other side, which leads to this village.
Cozy.
Beautiful.
Christmas.
I got there before you guys.
Yeah, nobody else knows that that's there, just Fuego.
Fine. While I'm waiting for everybody else to catch up, can I make friendly with one of the neighbouring houses and see if they'll feed me?
Not Greg.
You can try if you want to start knocking on doors. That is absolutely fine.
Just remember what kind of class race these people are.
I'm just being a friendly neighbour. I'm just coming around for a chit chat and a say hi and have something to eat.
And they don't fucking know you. I was sort of village that people would know each other very well.
Well, I'm going to sit and chat while I wait for everybody else to turn up.
That's fine.
Yep, that's fine. It'll have its own ramifications in a bit. Don't worry. Hang on, I just need to add tokens to maps. Right, so there. Okay, so you obviously all have then exited. I assume the intention is to return to the camp, yes?
Yeah, but just before, so I'm gonna like imagine everyone's starting to run towards Hillman, and I'm gonna grab Ingrid and pull her aside a wee second and be like, "Who is the smaller one?"
Hang on 1 second, I'm on the wrong map. I'm sorting out other things and stuff.
This doesn't go where I think it's going. I will be disappointed.
Oh,
Does anyone
women.
else think it could be Toby's girlfriend?
I think we all are there.
I'm pretty sure. I
we
am
were there
fairly
as well.
certain everybody else is already there.
Quite a while ago.
Wherever you think you are, you obviously are.
Yeah.
Yeah, she go. So yeah, Ingrid would turn to you and say, "Well, she's yours, Henreck." At which point, the younger girl would look at you and go, "Hello, father."
And I shout, "No, I am your father."
You're not there for this.
No, I know. It's not often you get to the Darth Vader.
Yeah, no, I know.
Henreck is
Search your
Henreck
feelings,
is
Henreck. You know it to be true.
Yeah, Henreck is speechless at this point, and he slowly just falls to his knees. Hi. Yeah, I'm Henry.
She'll remember that forever.
Oh, it's so beautiful. I'm going to cry.
Hi, I'm Henry.
I mean, you don't want your child to call you Henrik. You want to call you father.
Papa.
Papa.
Pappy. Henrik's going to start walking. Henrik's going to start walking into the woods on his own.
She just nut checks Henrik and goes, "You call yourself a father, you prick. Where the fuck are you been me whole life?"
Oh,
Yeah. She's
I really should stand up and stare.
Firebeard through and through.
Right. Okay, one problem at a time. I'm going to turn to Ingrid and be like, right, why were you doing that? Why did you put her in danger?
She'll explain she didn't. The reason she didn't leave the cave with the others was because she noticed they were being followed. And she noticed that Esther had followed her from the village through the cave. She wasn't brought along with her intentionally. She was supposed to have still been left behind.
Esther rushes in.
She's very much Henrik's daughter. She's blundered along after without thinking about the consequences. And yeah, that is why Ingrid ended up stuck in the cave when the rest of them made it out the other side. She turned back because she knew they were being followed and had a feeling that she knew who it might have been following.
Right. Oh, God. Right, before we move to the village, I want you to meet some people. And then I sort of beckon everyone to come over.
Riv runs up.
Yeah, Helmin's running straight over.
Fucking legs it.
Everyone except Fuego, who currently has no idea Henrik has a child.
And as we run over, can Helmin run over and say, "Hi, I'm Helmin."
Hey, that's my line.
I know, it sounded so good.
Yeah, you guys can do all that. While you guys are doing that and doing the meet and greets and the pleasantries, let's go back to the village and see what's going on with Fuego. Because, like I said, there will be certain ramifications entering the village alone.
We'll save you, don't worry.
My my plan for this village is I'm just a wandering adventurer. I'm not there to cause trouble or anything like that. I'm just a wandering adventure, and I'm just chatting away nicely and pleasantries. If there's a tavern, I'll sit in there. If not, I'll just chat to friendly people passing by, if there is any friendly people.
Okie dokie. As you've now left the cave, I'm going to say it's not. You don't come out of the cave straight into the village. You've got to proceed a little bit ways down the road to get there. But yeah, you've done that. You proceeded to the village. Just do me a favour and let me just double check what it is I need you to do for me. 1 second.
These favours never end well.
Roll 2 death saves.
No.
Just do me a favour and roll initiative.
Yeah.
Against a village?
Not yeah, get the entire village. Yeah, no, 1 second.
Fireball.
Can you do me a wisdom saving throw, please?
Oh.
Oh no.
16.
Okay, thank you. You can proceed to knock on any door that you like.
I'll just knock on whichever's. There's nobody wandering around, is there?
No, you enter a village which seems largely deserted, which is quite strange for a village of this size.
So the first house I come up to will be.
You'll have entered from the southwest, so either the one there or the one there.
No.
I'll go to this one because it's more on ground level.
Okie dokie. Yeah, you knock on the door.
I'm going along lines of I'm a wandering adventurer. I'm running very low on food. I mean them no harm. I will pay them in gold if they will allow me just to have a simple meal.
Yep. So yeah, you knock on the door. A particularly large, red-headed person, not too dissimilar from Henreck, in sort of stature and appearance, answers the door. Asks you who you are. You explain all that. They explain in strangely un-Henreck-like tones, though. They're not, broadly Scottish or anything. It's just, no problem. Come on in. And then obviously you enter for the food and lodgings that you'd asked for. They close the door behind you, and you are immediately struck on the back of the head and rendered unconscious.
And roll a new character.
So Fuego's currently out of commission. I will explain the who's its and the what's its to you out of session. But yeah, because now you're going to be in your own side story while everybody else is going on with their bits and pieces. So yeah, Fuego's now currently gone, but nobody is aware of this, even though that you are. So.
Are we aware that Fuego went out the other way?
No, you've not even noticed at this point because nobody's looked around for Fuego.
No.
Last you all saw of Fuego, he was in the cave with you. You all ran out of the cave. Nobody thought to look back, and nobody, as of yet, has noticed that Fuego didn't also leave the cave. So yeah, you got
Just so
nothing.
we know what's RP.
Yeah, you've got nothing. Nobody knows anything at the moment.
Right, you are.
Well, to be fair, we're covered in guts and currently totally hooked on this drama that's unfolding in front of us.
You ain't my father.
Yes,
Yes, I am.
I hate you, I do. If we're going back to this, Hailman's in tears, by the way.
Yeah,
Happy tears,
we're going back to this. I assume Henreck has just explained that he's now just been recently introduced to his teenage daughter he did not know existed until today.
Yeah.
Good luck. But Fuego is there.
No, he's not.
While
I'm for.
Still sort of star-stalking in, I sort of shake out a wee bit and right, the village. Yes, the village. We need to head to the village.
And this is when we notice that Fuego's not with us.
Yes.
I would assume that this would be around. Fuego is gone. Let us go and find Fuego.
This time.
I don't obviously know what's happened, but I'm going to use message to try and contact Fuego.
Okay, roll me an an insight check, please.
Can I say I wrote on the tree again just before entering the village? Another Fuego was here.
Yeah, sure.
Cheers.
Oh, that's a fail.
Okay.
Did I just give myself a migraine? Might just check.
Rev falls unconscious.
Hang on, let me just double check what it is. Let me just double check what it is that you've just done. 1 second.
Oh no.
What were you trying to do again?
No, I just messaging Fuego.
Oh yeah.
I have a horrible feeling.
Tonight's going to be a good night?
No, it's not.
Oh.
Okay, no, that's fine. That's fine. Because
That's not fine.
in lots of circumstances, a 1 is definitely a good thing.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I get you.
You don't. No, you don't.
I do. I think I've twigged something.
I don't think you have.
Ah.
I guarantee you haven't.
Okay. I thought
Because
of
if
something
you-
else.
If you had, you would in no way, shape, or form think that this was a good thing.
Okay.
We'll see.
Henrek's going
We'll
to
see.
start heading
We'll
back
see.
towards the cave looking for Fuego.
I assume everybody is now heading back through
Yep.
the cave. Yes.
Yeah,
To
as
the
we're
cave,
walking.
to the village.
Yeah, as we're walking, Hailman will just walk next to Henreck and kind of like pat him on the back and just be like, "I'm glad to see you have your family back."
I didn't even know I had a family to get back.
Well, it makes it even more magical. At least one of us will. At least one of us has found their family.
Hey.
Yeah, I was going to say you've got your family right here.
I have. Oh no, you are now my one and only family. I don't have another family to go home to anymore. But it warms my heart to see you back with your family, finding your family.
Yeah.
A week ago, and I only had one family too, and now apparently I have a daughter, I have a kid. I wasn't even aware of.
Original families aren't always what they're cracked up to be. Sometimes the found ones are the best ones as well.
Think of all the pocket money I need to give back.
You should be rich from adventuring, you alcoholic fuck.
I'm not an alcoholic.
Don't say that in front of my daughter.
I can stop anytime I want.
Are you guys not meant to go to camp?
I was going to say, were you at the camp?
Oh, they decided to ignore going back to camp and turned around to look for Fuego, I
Looking
think.
for Fuego, yeah. If Fuego didn't respond.
It's all right. They all they've done is lose their chance to have a rest before proceeding onwards. It's too late now. No backsies.
We've got to save Fuego. I would have no rest to save Fuego.
Likewise, the king has returned.
Couldn't have slept easy.
May or may not be a mistake. Okay, so you proceed through the cave. Obviously noticing Fuego still not there. Somebody I assume will have noticed the footprints and you'd have headed off in the direction, blah 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 blah. And you come out again at the village, which Ingrid would have explained is the camp, and Fuego would notice not Fuego, sorry, Henreck would have noticed symbolism and banners and such that mark it as a Firebeard encampment. So this is apparently where your clan is now based.
And I am going to have to go.
Yeah, that's why I was wrapping up the quick explanation of that with it being 5 to 11. So we will end here. So you guys have just appeared at town and Fuego is missing. That is the end of tonight's session.
Oh no.
If this goes where I hate to think it's going, I hate you.
Yeah, where do you think it's going?
Yeah,
Scott,
you know nothing, Alistair.
Oh, I know.
Nothing. How can you know nothing if I know nothing?
Yeah, I'm the same.
Listen to that chuckle. Listen to that chuckle.
I was. The fact that I was not terrified during that encounter makes me even more terrified for the next one.
Oh yeah, I was planning like 2 or 3 sessions in advance. I didn't say the trauma was going to be today.
Yeah.
It could have been a
Just feeding off our fear until then.
Maybe. I mean, I am going to ask one specific question, which may make the rest of the party worry, which is, I wonder if Henreck's going to choose to stay with his own family or his new family.
Do you know what he does? He brings them along for the adventure.
How much do you want to
No.
bet that doesn't happen?
Callum, I will come to Glasgow to make that happen.
Callum, you've not been in the life for 13 years. Why start now?
Oh,
I didn't have a choice until like 5 minutes ago.
But now you do.
So now you have a choice to make.
And you've got about 2 weeks to think about it.
I mean, did the three that we already saw, Henreck, who we chatted to, did they not say that the ex-leader is no longer the leader? So are they
No,
looking
so-
for Henreck to become the leader as well?
yeah.
that is what they implied, yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Margin's apparently went mad. Harjin Sword is apparently went mad, and the brothers are apparently missing.
So this sounds like a massive side quest that we could have a clan to play with. Let's go on a map. Let's go on a conquer the realm.
Yes.
No,
Firebird on the throne.
I'm not.
I mean,
I guess we will see.
we did want to start a revolution in another town.
Now we have an army.
Not
Well,
yet.
we will have. Maybe.
I
Right.
guess we will see.
Excellent work, Graham.
Yeah,
Wonderful
thank you
session.
very much, Graham.
So
Great
much
session,
fun.
mate. Yep.
That was great.
Right.
Right.
I will see everyone all soon.
I will
Yes.
see you all online. Have a wonderful day tomorrow.
See you all soon, guys.
Take care, everyone.
Thank
Catch
you
you
very
later.
much,
See
everybody.
you all soon.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.